There's a hidden gem in Elgin's South End. It harkens back to the days when going to a diner with family and friends was where everybody gathered for a delicious breakfast or lunch. Ray's Family Restaurant at 801 St. Charles Street in Elgin is a diner that you'll love with tasty food. The atmosphere and the staff are friendly and fast. They're open until 3 p.m. daily. You can never go wrong with Ray's. Visit raysfamilyrestaurant.com. That's raysfamilyrestaurant.com.
Ready to hit the ground running or walking? Welcome to Dick Pond Athletics in St. Charles. For over 50 years, we've outfitted runners of all levels with the best shoes, apparel, and accessories. Whether you're training for a 5K, gearing up for a marathon, or just want to be as healthy as possible, we've got the gear you need. Visit us for a personalized Atrex 3D gait analysis. Shop our fantastic selection and snag a deal in our clearance section. Stop by any of our 5 stores in Lisle, Carroll Stream, Park Ridge, Hoffman Estates, or St. Charles. Monday to Friday, 10 to 8, Saturday, 10 to 5, and Sunday, 11 to 4. Visit dickpondathletics.com today.
.709 here at WRMN. Welcome to YouTube Part 3. We'll see how long we stay up this time. I did talk to Sonar during the break. He says that, we've just had some weak internet the last few days here in the area, and pretty sure that that's the reason that we're having some issues in various ways this morning here on the show. But once again, we are up on YouTube right now. Thank you for continuing to let me know what's happening. Dennis D. Not So Young sometimes views part of the show on YouTube. Has called me twice when the YouTube feed has died this morning. And Hector is letting me know on the Image 360 information line as well at 505-926-1410. So, at least for the moment, we are back up on YouTube a third time. Keep on trying. I guess that's what we're going to do today. So if it dies again, let me know, and we'll try. We'll try again. YouTube says we're good at the moment. Hector says that, rather. Image 360 is at 506 Sundown in South Elgin. Bold Solutions, exceptional support. Roland called to say the app has been going out on him a couple of times. And good old Bob called. He listens on the blowtorch, and he said, you're a little warbly at times. And I'm not intoxicated. 10 past 7 here at WRMN, so it's like a radio warble. It's not a Marky B warble. All right. Well, thank you, Mike Reed. He checks in from Hampshire this morning. Mayor Mike on the show Thursdays on WRMN. Last 2 Thursdays he has been. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it this Thursday or not, but let me know, Mayor Mike, when you know for sure, so I can try to figure out what to do in your absence on Thursday if you can't make it. Wednesday morning we have Elliot Serrano. He's been with me the last 2 Wednesdays, and I'm hoping that those guys make it a routine. Elliot and I had a pretty good Wednesday morning in the 8 o'clock hour last week, and Mayor Mike has been having a good time here, and I've been having a good time having him here. Did you watch a fight? Or the fights on Friday night, Mayor Mike? So we're on YouTube at the moment, but just so you know, if you're watching us on YouTube right now, we've been having some internet issues where it's been cutting out a little bit, so if it happens again, I apologize in advance, but this is the 3rd time we've tried to go up on YouTube already this morning. Is there rain in the internet lines? What's causing this issue? You're a computer guru, Mayor Mike. Come on. 12 past 7, 7 o'clock hour, Monday morning. Weather is going to be kind of dreary today, so it is a Monday weather, that's for sure. Let's check the forecast to get started this hour. And then if we happen to still be up on YouTube, maybe it's time for a little show and tell so I can show you any pictures that I have before, in the event that it dies again. Overcast skies and 52 degrees right now. Winds are out of the east at 7 miles an hour. It's warming up pretty quickly as I think we're at like 47 last hour. Now we're at 52, according to my National Weather Service forecast. Hey, did you hear the weather girl? Sarah Silver at the bottom of the 6 o'clock hour? We're going to have temperature updates, at least a brief forecast coming your way each hour here on WRMN's programming moving forward. And basically, it's just a 30-second update, current temperature, any other weather information that's important at that time. And then when our on-air host gets back on the air after that bottom of the hour break, if there is more weather information that needs to be shared, we'll do it. But at least that'll give you a steady weather update every hour here on WRMN as we try to enhance our bottom of the hour newscasts, along with some sports and some weather too. 7:13 here at WRMN. So we have a lot of rain, maybe not a lot, but like a consistent presence of possibly some showers over the next few days. They'll start as rain showers and then switch over to snow showers possibly by Wednesday night, Thursday. Towards the end of the week, the temperature is going to become a lot more seasonal, and it's going to feel a little bit more like winter time, even though we're not quite there yet from a calendar standpoint. Showers today and a high of 58, a 90% chance of rain. It's still going to feel, by this time of the year standards, fairly mild today with a 58-degree high. Tonight, the temperature is not going to move. It's going to stay in the upper 50s, so very odd. You could have windows open tonight if you want to. You can go windows tonight as long as it doesn't rain in your house. Showers and thunderstorms are likely 100% chance of rain. And temperatures staying in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, a 50% chance of showers, mainly early, mostly cloudy. Temperatures still holding steady in the upper 50s. So once we get to the upper 50s today, it's going to basically stay with the same temperature for about 24 straight hours is what it sounds like to me. Later tomorrow, the temperatures will slightly fall into the mid-50s. And if we have a little rain, it should be in the morning. I'm not sure if we have any sun in the forecast tomorrow at all. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy with a low of 38. Wednesday, a chance of rain, and then the S word comes into the picture as a possibility. A chance of rain, and then possibly rain and snow showers. Partly sunny, it says, with a high of 45 on Wednesday. So I'm not sure how you get a snow shower out of 45 degrees, but we'll see how that all plays out. Wednesday night, going to get chilly down to 29 degrees. A chance of rain showers, then a chance of rain and snow Wednesday night. With a low of 29, a 40% chance of maybe a snow shower Wednesday night. Thursday, a chance of a snow shower in the morning. Then maybe a little rain-snow mix, a 50% chance. High only 40. 33 on Thursday night. Friday, partly sunny with a high of 42. And then we stay right around that same mark all weekend. Low temperatures in the upper 20s. Saturday and Sunday's high temperature both around 40 both days. So there you go. It's the next step towards winter time. But I guess it's about right on time, right, as we head for Thanksgiving week next week. 7:16 right now, and we're looking at a somewhat warm for this time of the morning and this time of the year, 52 degrees this hour. Winds are out of the east at 7 miles an hour. All right, far as I know, YouTube is hanging in there at the moment. We're at WRMN Radio on YouTube. We have tried 3 different times to be on the air on YouTube today, and like I said, we'll keep on trying. Hopefully the internet will catch itself and hang on for the rest of the show. Wouldn't that be nice? But since we have that iffy situation right now, let me see if there's any pictures that I should send you this morning. Thanks for the pics Saturday. Commander Mark Smith, American Legion Post 57. He and his son Vinny went down to Champaign, Illinois to catch the Illinois-Michigan State game. Illinois, a big winner on Saturday, 38-16. And I guess that snaps, a 2-game losing streak for the Fighting Illini. He sent a couple of pictures to my cell phone from Champaign on Saturday. I don't guess he sent those pictures to the Image 360 information line, but he did send this information. Let me see if I can show it. Yep, it is that time of the year, and there it is. American Legion Post 57 is a collection point for Toys for Tots. WRMN Radio is also going to be a collection point for Toys for Tots. The Elgin Township, I believe, is also a collection point for Toys for Tots. So there's several options that you'll have. Doesn't matter. They all go to Toys for Tots. So if you get a chance to drop off a toy this holiday season to help a youngster out, that would be great. The collection box is currently in the lobby at American Legion Post 57 and will be available till the 4th of December. So you don't have a lot of time here. They got to get those gifts to the kids, right? So available till the 4th of December. New unwrapped toys only, please. So stop when you're at the store in the next couple of weeks, grab a toy and drop it off at American Legion Post 57 or here at WRMN or over at the Elgin Township building. Thank you in advance for your generosity in helping to make a child's Christmas special. It is just about time to do some Christmas shopping. I guess if you have it in your budget to be able to do that. A lot of people are struggling right now. Everything in the Fox River Valley and in Kane County with taxes and grocery prices and gas prices and every other way the government's trying to get you. Get a little money out of your pocket. So if you can afford some Christmas presents this year, then keep the kids in mind. It's 7:20 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. Toys for Tots. And I imagine the commander will send me another. This one might be, let's see, is this one? Yes. I can send you this picture right now. Monday night means Queen of Hearts over at the American Legion as well. The American Legion and the Canteen presents Queen of Hearts. Today's drawing, I believe, is worth $18,431. Ticket purchases are available, and the drawing would be tonight at 8 o'clock. The final ticket purchase at 7:45. And today, 18 tickets for $10 over at the Elgin American Legion, 820 North Liberty Street. So if you're out and about on the east side of town today and you want to swing in to the Legion, maybe you'll hit the jackpot tonight. Current jackpot, $18,431. 7:21 here at WRMN. Let's see. Mayor Mike checks in. Yeah. I was thinking that Mayor Mike had told me he was also going to Champaign, and apparently he did. And here's a couple of pics as Mayor Mike and his wife Jen were down in Champaign, I believe, to catch a little football action this weekend. Yep, against Michigan State. Illinois wins 38-16. That's a cute picture. You're a cute guy, Mike. Just kidding. Your wife's cute. 7:21 here at WRMN. Mayor Mike of Hampshire sending in a couple of pics. He also sent this one. Mikey went too. Mikey the third, MR3, with Jen in that picture from down in Champaign. Illini win 38-16. The commander was there, and so was Mayor Mike. Two of our players here on the first shift. Thanks for the pics. You can always send a pic to WRMN on the Image 360 information line at 505-926-1410. Me, I was in the backyard a lot, both days, Saturday and Sunday. And so I don't really have much to show. I took this one picture yesterday. The leaves were a-burning in the backyard yesterday and on Saturday. I mowed the leaves, and we bagged several bags full of them and also burned some at the same time. And there's a fire pit. Did a pretty good job. There's still leaves. There's a lot of leaves in our backyard because we have a big old tree. We have two big trees. Two big trees, so we have to fight against a lot of leaves in the fall, but it's okay. It's fun. It's fun. It's part of fall. I think South Elgin Chris felt sorry for me yesterday because I was the Sultan of South Elgin. I set my television up. We don't really have, in the modern day way of speaking, really nice televisions at our house. We kind of go old school. We don't really care. We have a nice little flat screen in the bedroom. But other than that, our TVs are pretty old school. We don't care. We don't watch a whole lot of TV. It's not a big deal. So I got one that's very portable. It's not that heavy. And it works just fine. We can put it in one of the bedrooms if necessary. Take it camping sometimes. And it can just be viewed wherever we decide we want to watch TV. So yesterday, I carried it outside to the picnic table on the back patio. And through the old school antenna, I hung the antenna in the bush behind the picnic table, and we picked up Fox Television and watched the Bears game. Or I watched it while I was doing work in the backyard, killing several birds with the same stone. I hate to waste too much attention and focus on the Chicago Bears, so I need to be doing something else at the same time as I have the Bears game on. And pretty good football game, I gotta say. Honestly, it was a good game. The Bears played well. Packers, I thought, played pretty well. And they were punching it out back and forth. And it was anybody's ball game. And as it turns out, Green Bay wins by a final score of 20-19. And the antenna worked great all day long. It's amazing how this can happen. It's not the first time something like this has happened to me either. But I swear to God, I was out in the backyard doing things and watching the game, and I saw the Bears driving down the field and getting into field goal range. And as Cairo Santos is lining up to kick the field goal from 46 yards out, the TV went out. It said no signal. I'm like, are you kidding me? Sometimes if I just wait a few seconds, it comes back. This time it didn't. So I'm wrestling with the antenna and all that, and by the time I got it back on, he had the field goal blocked, partially blocked, and all the replays had been shown, and all I could see was Green Bay celebrating, so I didn't see what happened on the field goal, although I knew he missed it. Didn't you get the feeling that he was going to miss that field goal or something was going to happen? As Bears fans, unfortunately, that's the way we think. So I'll have to talk a little bit more about that in the next half hour because we're getting to the bottom of this hour here. But there's a picture of me in the backyard yesterday. I got a few more pictures from last week that I never showed, and I'll probably show during show and tell today. If you want to send something to the Image 360 information line, but South Elgin Chris was feeling bad for me. He said, you know, we get the game fine at my house, and I only live a few minutes from you. And you're welcome to come over and watch the Bears game anytime you want. We're just chill here at my house. And I said, thanks, Sultan of South Elgin, but really it's not that big a deal. I want to get backyard work done at the same time. 7:27 here on the first shift. All right, well, a guy that was intently watching the game yesterday, I'm sure, with all the fellas from his garage. I have to add up the 6 picks, by the way. Today, and hopefully maybe I can announce a winner tomorrow morning and have the new games out as early as today, possibly, is Gary Dice. He was watching the Packers and Bears. I'm sure he had a good old time at his house at Gary's Garage. Let's see what's up with Gary this morning. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right, but man, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. That was the worst game I've seen played in a long time. Them teams didn't know what they're doing out there yesterday. Bears look a lot better than that Packers did, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what the announcers on Fox were saying, that Green Bay made a lot of mistakes and didn't play very well.
Stupid mistakes.
So we can't give the Bears too much credit for being in the game then.
I mean, Love this. He didn't know where he was throwing the ball sometimes out there even. It just was terrible.
11 interceptions already for Jordan Love this year.
Oh, yeah, a lot of them. I mean, I don't know. He's got to get his butt out of his hand and something. I don't know what's going on with him. We were down there twice, couldn't get in the red zone. I mean, I'm a diehard Packer fan. I mean, I love football, but, you got to score when you get down there, Anyway.
You're sounding like an irritated diehard Packer fan right now, but you got a victory yesterday out of it all.
Yeah, we got a victory, but like I said last night, a win's a win. But
right.
If we play the 49ers next, to see what happens. So
yeah, 7-3 Green Bay though, right in the middle of the playoff picture. So and with a very young team.
I mean, this still can get in, But I don't know if we'll go anywhere or not. But
yeah,
excuse me. But otherwise, I'm doing good, buddy. We're hanging in there. Linda's doing great. She's doing real good.
She is. That's good to hear.
Yeah, she's doing real good. The doctor says she's a major woman. She can't believe she had take no shots, nothing for that stuff. So everything's working good so far. So
yeah, you toughened her up all these years, Gary. She had to put up with you for a long time. Yeah.
But she's doing good, buddy. Take care, bud.
All right, man. Thanks for calling, Gary. Appreciate it.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Bye. Gary Dice from Melrose checking in. 7:29 here at WRMN. Yeah. But you know what? I got more thoughts on the Bears game. Maybe I'll share them on the backside of this. We still have to talk a little more football anyway, and have some other news stories and some first shift 411. We're just hanging out doing our thing on Monday, trying to do the best we can. We're on YouTube at WRMN Radio on YouTube. As far as I know, nobody has called me to tell me we're back down, so hopefully we can stay steady on YouTube for a while. We're going to hit this news and sports here at the bottom of the hour, and then Elgin 100 years ago. Maybe Roland can hear the full report this time. And then we're back with more of the show. 7:30 here on WRMN on the first shift. Good morning.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Cintas. In Naperville, the Municipal Officers Electoral Board, including Mayor Scott Wehrle, convened to assess objections to nomination petitions for City Council candidates Nag Jaiswal and Fareed Shabazz. The board completing a hearing for Shabazz, ruling 2-1 in favor of the objectors, effectively removing him from the ballot. The Elgin Police Department announcing that they have a person of interest in custody related to a shooting that occurred in the 40 block of Douglas Avenue earlier this week. There, they had found an injured man who was taken to a local hospital. His condition remains unknown. Elgin Police continuing to investigate. 4 members of the Kane County Board saying goodbye after their most recent meeting of the board. Mark DeVos stepping down after 2 decades of service. Mike Kenyon leaving his mark after 18 years. Ron Ford, known for his focus on employment and growth, completing over a decade in his role. And Monica Silva, who has served since 2010, is also moving on from Kane County Board. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a MyLowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at Lowes.com/MyLowe's Because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowes.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. While leaning over the fence, your neighbors said you could save money bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive. Bad news. Your neighbor leaned over a little too much and broke your fence. Dumb news. Somehow fence wood is more expensive than wood. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and to plant really tall shrubs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Progressive Insurance presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NFL, the Bears losing to the Packers at Soldier Field 20-19, dropping their fourth straight game. Green Bay blocked a potential game-winning field goal at the end to improve to 7-3. Chicago dropping to 4-6. Caleb Williams threw for 231 yards in the loss. DeAndre Smith and Roschon Johnson each had a rushing touchdown. The Blackhawks will be hosting the Anaheim Ducks on Tuesday night. Hawks back from a 2-game trip where they lost both to Seattle and Vancouver. They've dropped 4 of their last 5. NBA Sunday, the Bulls, they lose at home to the Houston Rockets 143-107 as Houston put up 75 points in the second half. Zach LaVine led Chicago with 15 points, the only starter in double figures. Chicago in Detroit tonight will take on the Pistons. They've dropped 7 of their last 9 games. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Tony Desiri on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
I got a line.
He got a line.
She got a line.
We got 4 lines. Cricket Nation. Cue finger guns. Really easy. Super stress-free. 5G so fast, like blazing fast. Games and memes. You'll have a blast. You can get fast 5G across 4 lines. You can get fast 5G across 4 lines. As we discuss, take it from us. We 4 are one. Cricket Nation.
And only $25 a line. Welcome to more lines. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile. You're on Cricket.
Cricket 5G requires a compatible device and is not available everywhere. Discount varies by line. Fees may apply. Terms and restrictions apply. See cricketwireless.com for details.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
With your weather flash for Elgin, I'm Sarah Silver, 1410 WRMN. Today, patchy fog before 9 a.m., then rain showers with cloudy skies. High near 58, temperatures falling to around 56 in the afternoon. Gusty winds up to 25 miles per hour. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely. Cloudy with a low around 57. Currently, it is 48 with fog. I'm Sarah Silver with your weather flash.
This holiday season, Straight Talk Wireless is letting you say yes a lot more with real unlimited data. Yes to sharing pics of the ugliest holiday sweaters. Yes to checking weather on the go for surprise sledding trips. And with a free phone at sign up, let the yes-tivities begin.
No way!
Yes way. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 1/5/25 while supplies last at participating stores. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation on select single-line plans. Limit of 2 phones per customer. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
From the pages of the Elgin newspapers of 100 years ago today, these are the headlines brought to you by the Elgin History Museum.
I'm Nick Freeman, and here's what was happening 100 years ago today. Tardy rule to be strictly enforced at high school. A stricter tardy rule has been put into effect at the Elgin High School following the endorsement of the edict by the Student Council today. Hereafter, the tardy bell will ring at 8:20 o'clock in the morning and 1:10 o'clock in the afternoon. Pupils tardy must report for special work 8th period or arrange for a conference between the parents, session room teacher, and student. The regular monthly school dancing party will be held in the high school gym Friday afternoon, November 21st, from 3:30 to 5 o'clock. In other news, Miss Dorothy Simons was hostess to the members of the Linger Longer Club at the regular meeting held at her home in Lavoie Avenue. Bunco was played, and favors were won by several guests. A 2-course luncheon was served on the card tables, and Thanksgiving decorations were used and were carried out in the place cards and the nut cups.
Elgin 100 years ago is a presentation of the Elgin History Museum. Be sure to visit the museum located at 360 Park Street in Elgin, open Wednesday through Saturdays 11 to 4. You can also listen to Elgin 100 years ago at www.elginhistory.org.
736, JT and NF, Nick Freeman, on the Elgin 100 Years Ago report. It is 7:37 Monday morning. We're going to start this segment with the Bender Dental Feel-Good Stories of the Week. And it's kind of a combination of Bender Dental Feel-Good Stories and First Shift 411 lumped together in one. Since I didn't do any First Shift 411 in the last segment, let's go ahead and mesh this together right now. First of all, we start by saying that the Elgin Elks Club has done good. A lot of these great service clubs in the area always doing good things for kids, for people, for veterans, seniors, different causes. And we had Jen Keller from PADS in last Thursday morning on the show, along with excuse me, I have Monday brain, but one of the other top leaders, Carrie Schneider, I believe is her name. Carrie Schneider was also here with PADS. They were here to talk about an event coming up at ECC, the sing-along, which is happening at ECC. And Jen was here to talk about that, but we have news, another great story here that involves positivity as it pertains to PADS, our local homeless shelter here in the area. The Elgin Elks Lodge 737 recently donated $2,000 to PADS of Elgin. Every bit counts, right? $2,000. The money will be used to aid the homeless. The money was a president grant from the Illinois Elks Association that the lodge was awarded. PADS, Public Action to Deliver Shelter. Did you know that's what it stood for? Me neither. Public Action to Deliver Shelter, PADS, is a nonprofit organization helping the local homeless people, providing safe shelter, along with support services and advocacy to individuals and families experiencing homelessness in the city of Elgin, along with Hanover Park and Dundee and Rutland townships. For information on PADS, go to padsofελgin.org, padsofελgin.org. To learn more about the Elgin Elks Lodge, go to elks.org. That's elks.org. 7:39 here at WRMN.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
Y'all shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
I might be talking about you, Mike Tyson. Maybe I'm talking about you, Mike Tyson. I'll tell you why I say that. You might know. You might know why I say that.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
We'll get to a little boxing in just a few minutes. And if you have any thoughts on what took place Friday night in the fights, you're welcome to call me, or with the Bears game, or whatever's on your mind, at 847-931-1410. Northwest West and Northwest Wesley Jr. II, have a great day. Thanks for being a part of the Youth Committee. One of the original members of the Youth Committee here at WRMN, Northwest Wesley Jr. II. The Youth Committee's building. And we've seen a picture from MR3 this morning, Mike Reed III. He's a part of the Youth Committee. There goes Jim Lally. He's not part of the Youth Committee, but he is running by the radio station this morning, and I think he was wearing shorts. He ran so fast I could barely see him. He looked a little cold, though, and I think it might be a little cold to wear shorts this morning if you go out running. I love to run outside. I'm gonna hope that it's dry enough to do that today. If not, I may have to actually run over at the center of Elgin this afternoon, which I haven't been inside there running in quite some time. The weather's been nice all summer, all fall. There's been no need to run indoors. But today could be the day. 7:41 here at WRMN. So that's one story for the Bender Dental Feel-Good start to the day from the Elgin Elks Lodge and PADS. They both do great things for people in different ways. Before my next two bits of First Shift 411, let's take it to the phones at 847-931-1410. Good morning. Welcome to the First Shift.
Hi, Mark. Morning.
Hey, Susan. How you doing, Sidekick Susan?
I'm doing really good. Saturday, Leon, he's a pastor at our church. He couldn't give us a ride to the men's breakfast. Tara, she picked me and Jose up at 6:30 a.m. and we got to ride in her pink Jeep to the men's breakfast. You know, she just dropped us off.
Yeah.
We had croissant sandwiches. And Nicole, she put mustard on the sandwiches. I ate it anyway. And
what kind of sandwich was it?
Croissant sandwich, egg and bacon and cheese.
Egg, bacon, and cheese and mustard?
Yeah, I don't.
You weren't a big fan of that, huh?
No.
You don't like mustard that much?
No.
No.
We had scrambled eggs and hash brown potatoes cut up with green pepper and onion. That was really good.
That's cool.
Vegetarian stuff,
Yeah.
but I didn't have that.
Yeah. Do you like mayonnaise?
Yes.
Yeah. So you if you like have a bologna sandwich, do you like bologna?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, me too. I like bologna too. So if you have like a bologna sandwich, do you put mayonnaise on it instead of mustard then?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest mayonnaise person. I'm more of a mustard person myself, but it does seem weird to have mustard on a croissant with, bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah.
Becky was the reason that happened?
No, Nicole, she
Oh.
put mustard on.
Gotcha. I was going to have to yell at Becky for doing that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. So you had a good weekend then?
Yes, Sunday went to church. Well, on Saturday we usually have a dinner. Helen usually cooks the dinner, but it got postponed until this coming Wednesday because Helen and Ed, he's another neighbor, went to a concert at Danny's Pizza. So she'll do it on Wednesday night.
When was that supposed to be?
This Saturday.
This past Saturday?
Saturday.
They probably went to go see Smoking Guns then at Danny's.
That was the band this past Saturday?
Yeah, they played Saturday night.
Probably then.
Yeah. We were thinking about going to see them, but we decided to go to the Moose Lodge and be singers ourselves in karaoke.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I sang like 3 songs.
Singer.
Well, good to talk to you, Susan.
Here's Becky.
Okay.
Hi, Marky B.
Hey, Becky, I'm glad I don't have to yell at you this morning. I was wondering if you were next to Susan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always there at this time of morning watching the news.
Anything good on the news this morning?
Usually not.
Yeah. I know, that's why I'm asking. I thought maybe it'd be a, surprising positive story here on a Monday to share.
I got a good holiday note to say, though.
Okay.
One of the people that live here in our building, she's been teaching us how to make ornaments and cards for Christmas, hand done. And I went with them to Walmart this past Saturday and got a bunch of the stuff to make them myself. Make them out of old cards you may have, and the bling stuff, those gems.
Yeah.
And glitter tape. You just make your own design, like a collage on the front, and then a saying in the middle, and put on the back of it, made by. So it's pretty cool.
That sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're going to send out some Christmas cards this year?
Oh, yeah, lots of them.
Yeah. It's a great idea. I should go back to doing that. Well, I should start doing that.
Well, it's cheaper because sometimes the cards are like $7-8 a piece.
Yeah. I know they're getting way up there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to buy those like a box of Christmas cards.
The cheap ones.
The cheap ones, yeah. Well, you can get the cheap ones and then fix them up, yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So, well, cool. Well, thank you for being a part of the conversation this morning, and I'm glad you had a good weekend.
Here's Sue.
Okay, beloved Becky, take care.
Hello.
Hey, Susan.
Sunday went to Half Price Books. I got like 5 or 6 DVDs.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was thinking about going to the Gail Borden Library today because I want to get a couple Christmas books.
That's cool.
Yeah. We're going to be doing some Saturday night Christmas specials in December where the different people here at the radio station, like me and Dino and Sonar and Matt and probably Steve Thorne and some others, are going to put together like an hour of Christmas songs with some stories in between the songs. And we're going to play those every Saturday night here on the station, starting Thanksgiving weekend, I think. Not this coming Saturday, but the next Saturday after that.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I thought I might find some Christmas books from the library and maybe use some sayings or quotes or things from those books in between my songs. Don't tell the other people. I don't want them to steal my idea.
I'm out sealed.
Okay. Thanks. Well, great. Well, have a great week, Susan. Maybe we'll see you at the station this week.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Wednesday. Hi, First Shifters. Morning, downtown Jose. Love.
All right, great. We'll see you Wednesday then.
All right, cool.
Okay, bye.
Then.
All right.
Bye.
Sidekick Susan checking in. Beloved Becky. SS and BB with me, with you and me. 7:48 here at WRMN. Talking about Christmas a little bit. Let's see. So that was one. That was a positive phone call, right? We can make that a part of our Bender Dental feel-good start to the day. Maybe we should do that every Monday when those two ladies call us, because they're always positive. They're happy about the simplest things, except for mustard on a croissant. Don't know about that. There's Ninny Rose checking in with Jeremiah in the back seat and Iris in the front seat on their way to school. They're smiling. And they're so happy to be going to school. Why is that not playing? That's weird. What have I done wrong now? My sound bites aren't playing? Very weird. Okay. 7:49 here at WRMN. That should be playing. I don't see why it wouldn't be. It's weirdness on a Monday. What do you expect? 7:49 here at WRMN on this Monday morning. We'll have a great day. Ninny Rose and Jeremiah and Iris, 2 other members of the First Shift Youth Committee here at WRMN. It is 7:50. So we've talked about the Elgin Elks. We've talked about pads. We've talked about food and Christmas with Sidekick Susan and Beloved Becky. So we're on the topic of Christmas. Let me talk about this. This is a week from Wednesday, and it's an extension of our Bender Dental feel-good start to the day. The Canadian Pacific Kansas City Railway holiday train will make its way to Pingree Grove. A week from Wednesday, the train is scheduled to arrive at 8:45 with a musical show from 9 to 9:30 at the north side of the railroad tracks on Ranking Road, near Damish. Attendees must be on the north side of the railroad tracks by 8:30, as you will not be allowed to cross once the train arrives. The Canadian Pacific Kansas City Railroad will be collecting non-perishable food items and monetary donations for the D300 food pantry. That would be District 300, right? Providing food assistance to those in need within our community. After the train, stroll on down to the Gather. I'm not sure what that is. Guess we'll find out later this week. Stroll down to the Gather, it says, where festivities will continue until 12 noon with ornament making, food trucks, beverages, and gift vendors. This is all going on a week from Wednesday, Pingree Grove, middle of the morning, but maybe you can sneak away for a little while. We might sneak away for a little while ourselves within the next day or two. Maybe we'll have some information about that. But this Wednesday morning, I believe it's this Wednesday morning at 9:05, I'm going to be joined by the village president from Pingree Grove. She will be in, and we will talk to her about what's happening. We'll talk to her about this train, and talk about what's been going on in Pingree Grove, another one of our neighboring towns, growing kind of quickly in Pingree Grove, I think. So we'll find out the latest, and that's coming up on Wednesday morning here on the show. 7:52, Amber Kubiak. I knew it would come to me if I stalled long enough. Amber Kubiak is the village president from Pingree Grove, and she will be in with me on Wednesday morning. Tomorrow morning at 8:30, Tom Holbrook's going to stop by. He was on with Dino last Friday afternoon. Dino every Friday's got his show. That's Dino's Night Out. Talks about things going on around the area. Talks with some of the movers and the shakers in the arts and entertainment business. And Tom Holbrook was here. Tom is Wizzo, and he's heavily involved in bozo activities. Yes, he's a bit of a bozo. That is so weird that that's not playing. Why? 7:53 here at WRMN. But Tom's going to talk about an event going on tomorrow night at the Gail Borden Public Library at 6:30. And it's going to be in reference to the Bozeum. We're going to have the Bozeum upstairs from the radio station, where the sales department used to work out of. Big stairway that goes up above us. It's going to become the Bozeum and feature everything bozo. And Tom's going to be talking about that at the Gail Borden Library tomorrow night at 6:30. I believe we're going to broadcast it live here on WRMN if you want to catch it tomorrow night. And we'll get a little preview of what he's going to talk about tomorrow morning when he swings into the studio at about 8:30. That's 8:30 tomorrow morning, so we look forward to that. All right, one more bit of First Shift 411, since we seem to be into that phase of our show right now. Elgin Township Supervisor Ken Bruderly has sent me a reminder that he wants me to let you know about. It is coming up Thursday, and I'll have to forward this to the Image 360 information line so I can show you a picture of it on YouTube. But for now, I'll just tell you about it. The Elgin Township presents Acts of Violence Preparedness. Tell your family and friends to attend. You will not want to miss this. It's coming up on Thursday night at the Township. The program will cover topics which may help you survive situations such as active shooter situations as well as other types of threats. Everyone is welcome, but they'd like you to RSVP, and I believe you are asked to RSVP by this Thursday morning at 9 a.m. preferably. The Elgin Township building is on McLean at 729 South McLean in Elgin. Park in the back parking lot. Lots of parking back there. And call 847-741-2045 to make your reservation. That's to go to this little training session, awareness session, preparedness session, Thursday night. The Township phone number, if you want to go, is 847-741-2045. And I'll forward that message to the Image 360 information line at 505-926-1410 so I can show you that. If you ever have information like that you want to share or pictures you want to send for our show and tell portion of the program, Image 360 information lines, 505-926-1410. Then I can show it and talk about it while I'm looking at it on YouTube. And I guess YouTube has become a little more solid in the last hour or so. We got about 2 minutes till the top of the hour. Let's take one phone call at 847-931-1410 and talk to our boy David. Good morning, David.
Hi.
Hi.
So I shouldn't say this. I didn't say this. Just with all the problems, the radio station over the years, technological problems, sometimes I wonder if it's haunted.
Maybe.
Shouldn't think that. So is it upstairs? Is that used now still by the radio station or no?
No, I mean we still have I guess run the upstairs. Dean does and Sonar, but it's going to be used for this Bozeum, I believe. At least part of it will.
But I mean, in the future, just like miscellaneous use, or they're not sure yet, or
we're not 100% sure. I think we might try to put a little more like a television studio up there or something as we try to advance technologically, but not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the new ownership is, I just can't even believe the level they brought it to. They're and you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you, man.
All right, have a good rest of your day, and that cafe or whatever, that's a ways off still, right?
Yeah.
Coffee shop.
The community center.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're working on it slowly but surely, but it's not quite ready yet.
Yep. Well, have a good day, you and everybody, and hope everyone's doing good.
All right, David, take care, man.
You too.
Bye. All right, David checking in. He's always curious about things, isn't he? Curiosity's not a bad thing. You want to know. It's 7:58 here at WRMN. So let's check this top of the hour news. And in the 8 o'clock hour, I'll come back and we'll have some more of my news. We still have to cover some football scores and things of that nature and more. First shift.
Want to feel your best and take control of your health? Tune in to the Dr. Bob Martin Show every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410. Join Dr. Bob for expert advice on nutrition, exercise, herbal supplements, mind-body medicine, and more. Get answers to your questions. Stay updated with breaking health news, and don't miss special segments like The Health Alternative and Outrage and Mystery of the Week. Whether you're looking for wellness tips or the latest in holistic healing, the Dr. Bob Martin Show has you covered. It's your weekly dose of health, Sundays from 1 to 4 p.m., only on WRMN, AM 1410.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410. Elgin time, 8 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Curdan. Brought to you by Verizon. The city of Elgin has been named one of the top U.S. cities for workforce growth, boasting an impressive 16.08 increase in its working age population. With thoughtful planning, the city aims to sustainably manage this boom to benefit local businesses and maintain its high quality of life, that according to the city of Elgin. A late-night dispute in Elgin on November 13th ended tragically when police discovered a deceased adult male at a residence in the 700 block of Jefferson Avenue. The incident, which police described as isolated, with all involved parties known to each other, prompted an immediate investigation by the Major Investigations Division, authorities assuring that there are no ongoing threat to the community. Thursday, November 21st at the Golden Skillet Family Restaurant, the latest Coffee with a Cop session will take place from 8:30 until 9:30 a.m. at 740 West Chicago Street in Elgin. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Curdan.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a MyLowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at Lowe's.com/MyLowe's Rewards, because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. While leaning over the fence, your neighbors said you could save money bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive. Bad news. Your neighbor leaned over a little too much and broke your fence. Dumb news. Somehow fence wood is more expensive than wood. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and to plant really tall shrubs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Over the years, you've brought them into your home. You were prescribed opioids after the C-section, when Dad injured his back, when your basketball star tore his ACL. Opioids helped with the pain, and you held on to them just in case. But did you know holding on to unused opioids puts your family at risk? Opioids are powerful pain-reducing prescription medicines, but most people who are prescribed opioids don't finish their prescriptions. So millions of unused opioids are sitting in homes across the country. And tragically, more than 100 Americans die every day from overdoses involving opioids. What can you do to protect your family? Remove the risk of unused opioids from your home. Pills, patches, or syrups in drawers, purses, and cabinets, anywhere they might be hiding. To find out how to dispose of them properly, visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
Progressive Insurance presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NFL, the Bears lose to the Green Bay Packers 20-19 at Soldier Field, suffering their fourth straight loss as the Packers blocked a game-winning kick at the end, improving to 7-3. Bears go to 4-6. Caleb Williams, 231 yards passing in the loss, and DeAndre Smith and Roschon Johnson each had a rushing touchdown. Sunday night in the NBA, the Bulls lose at home to the Houston Rockets 143-107. Houston putting up 75 points in the second half. Zach LaVine had 15 points for the Bulls, the only starter in double figures. Chicago has dropped 7 of their last 9. They head to Detroit to take on the Pistons. College football from Saturday, Illinois beat Michigan State 38-16, improving to 7-3. Fighting Illini got 3 rushing touchdowns from Josh McCray and 2 passing touchdowns from Aiden Altmaier. Bundle auto and home, renters, or condo and save with Progressive. I'm Tony Desiri on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
It's Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Get a head start on Black Friday all month long with exclusive deals. Right now, get 25% off select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees just in time for the holidays. And get a free select tool when you buy a select battery or combo kit. So don't wait to save. Shop these deals in-store or online now because Lowe's knows deals. About 11/21 through 11/27 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by...
Discover the authentic taste of Italy at Massiano's Pizza and Pastaria of Elgin. There is one inexhaustible aspect of everyday life that never dulls, namely the simple pleasure of eating and drinking. Massiano's wants to make sure that this is the best part of your day. Visit Massianos.com and sign up to view their special offers all year long. Delivery, carry out, or dine in, enjoy it anyway, because life is good at Massiano's.
Looking for a place to try for breakfast or lunch? You'll find a gem of a restaurant with amazing food and great prices at the Tripleberry Cafe, 435 Angela Lane in Crystal Lake. For breakfast, try Tripleberry's strawberry cheesecake French toast, ribeye steak and eggs, or carnitas skillets. At lunch, there's the AM burger or Chipotle chicken BLT. There's delicious homemade cream of mushroom soup. For tasty home cooking, Tripleberry Cafe is the place to be. Visit tripleberrycafe.com. As the Elgin Police Department continues to participate in the Distracted Driving campaign, they wanted to share some tips from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration website regarding safe driving. If you are expecting a text or need to send one, pull over and park your car in a safe location. Once you are safely off the road and parked, it's safe to text. Designate your passenger as your designated texter. Allow them to access your phone to respond to calls or messages. Do not engage in social media scrolling or messaging while driving. Are you struggling not to text and drive? Activate your phone's Do Not Disturb feature or put your cell phone in the trunk, the glove box, or the back seat of your vehicle until you arrive at your destination. Remember, the Elgin Police are conducting directed patrols to enforce distracted driving violations. Just drive and stay safe. A message from our friends at the Elgin Police Department and your friends here at WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Twin Gyros, located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, serves traditional gyros as well as its award-winning chicken gyros on a pita. Twin Gyros has a diverse menu that includes barbecue ribs, chicken dinners, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, cheeseburgers, and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Check out the full menu at twinsgyros.com. That's Twins Gyros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois.
It's easier than you think for pests to threaten your family's health. Ticks, which spread dangerous diseases, hide in tall grasses and even on your pets. Rodents easily invade your home, contaminate food, and can carry more than 35 diseases. Mosquitoes, which breed in standing water, transmit many diseases. Get the facts you need to protect your family at pestworld.org. It's that easy. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
Let me tell you a story about Bill. Bill was a normal guy in his 50s. He had back surgery about 2 years ago. Bill was in a lot of pain. He dealt with his pain by taking the Percocets his doctor prescribed for him. Bill took more and more and more of them to help with the pain, until one day the prescriptions weren't enough to get rid of Bill's pain. Then one day Bill found someone to help him get rid of the pain with illegal drugs he didn't need a prescription for. Fast forward to today. Bill lost his job and his family. The only thing he does have is his drug dealer. If you know Bill's story and you don't want to end up like Bill, call the Detox and Treatment Helpline right now to get away and get treatment.
800-694-1127. 800-694-1127. 800-694-1127. Call right now. Help is standing by. 800-694-1127.
8:09 Monday morning here at WRMN. You know, this worked. This that you just didn't hear. Now, you heard about the thong-wearing fatty about half an hour ago, and then suddenly my sound stopped playing, which is so weird. Anyway, welcome back to the show. 8:09 here at WRMN. I'm baffled sometimes by things. We have 2 phone calls, which could be alarming, or they could be good. Sometimes I get scared when I get a phone call. It means we have a problem. Hopefully we don't have any problems right now. It looks like we are okay on YouTube right now. If we're not, let me know. Let me go back to the Image 360 information line and see if we have anything new. We do have a couple of pictures that I will show you here briefly. Oh, a nice picture by Nando. Is that over at Willie and Grace's? Ooh, that sounds like it would be good right now. A big old breakfast over at Willie and Grace's. It's 10 past 8 here at WRMN. Let's take a couple phone calls quickly here, then I'll go over the weather forecast for you, and we will get into some news stories this hour. Your phone calls are welcome at 847-931-1410. It's a first shift. It's a Monday. We just kind of hang out. We get our heads back into gear a little bit. We share important information and news. We share some music. Haven't played much music on the show yet today, but I think I'll work some in next hour. And let's take 2 phone calls right now at 847-931-1410. Good morning. Welcome to the first shift. Hello, you're on WRMN. Well, whoever this is seems to be in a room full of people. Maybe they've butt dialed me, or maybe they don't know that I'm trying to call on them right now to put them on the air. Hello, are you there? Very weird. I guess I got butt dialed. We'll drop them until they call back. And we'll take our boy David, who's calling back a second time. Good morning, Dave.
Hi, I had to add something. I do like information, but if there's something you can't say, or if I ask too many, I'm sorry. I don't want to pry. Hello, what's the rooftop measurements of the station? Why is it that way? No, I don't want to be that way. Really, I'm sorry.
It's okay, David. You're just curious about things.
Yeah. So if you can't answer or don't want to, I won't take it the wrong way. So
okay.
How's Rick Jacobs? He's still alive, hopefully.
So you're asking questions again? Yeah, he's alive. He's fine. Last time I haven't talked to him for a while, but I think he's all right.
Oh, good. Has he seen all the positive changes?
I haven't really talked to him in a while, so I'm not quite sure, but I think he keeps track of the station. I know Dean's talked to him some during the transition. So, we,
right.
I don't really know for sure.
Yeah. So, Derica, hopefully she's doing good.
We haven't heard from Derica yet this morning, but we were having some YouTube issues earlier, so, and I think that's the way she usually watches the show, so maybe she tried this morning and was unsuccessful and hasn't tried again. Yeah,
hello to her and George and Sidekick Susan and Downtown Jose and I'm still and Mean Gene and A1 Machine. I hope he's getting back on his feet, and everybody else too, and Sonar and Dino and Ben Boquist. Lots overqualified for talent, obviously. But is there, real quick, and then I'll let you go. Is there, first of all, I like the cloudy day. I like sunny, but I like how this looks. I love it.
You do?
Can't get enough. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Good to be alive and good to drive through a cloudy sky. And I don't know what it is, but I love sunshine, too.
Well, it's good to love all weather conditions because you get them around here. And this time of the year, when you get more of these types of days, you have to adjust your mind to like it.
Right.
I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, I've learned to. I mean, the days get short. It gets dark so early, and it gets dark so quick. It seems like.
Oh, I know.
When it gets dark, it doesn't take its time anymore. It's like boom. Next thing you know, it's dark.
Yeah, like we were doing our big four now cleaning jobs, and I don't know. Just going all the way up to Kenosha, and it's fine, really. It is, but. It's nice to do it when there's most of it's daylight, but when it's dark too early, it just casts a negative tone on it, and you just wish it was more, sunny,
Yeah.
and then you could walk around and maybe at a park or something, to break the monotony. You know what I mean?
It's an interesting time of the day right now, between like 4 and 5 o'clock when it gets dark, and it definitely can weigh on your mind a little bit. It's like it can almost be like a little bit of a depressing time of day. So you have to get your mind right. Just accept the fact that we're at this time of the year.
Right.
So.
And no way around it.
Yeah.
One more thing, real quick, and I'll let you go. Is there a way that I don't know if they have something built in their station? They probably do when the AM transmitter goes down, but some kind of alert for YouTube when it goes down, or again, we don't want to be waking people in the middle of the night either. But I'm not trying to start a negative process. Oh, you're supposed to live. They're reasonable, the owners. They don't expect people to take every waking breath. But is there something to alert when YouTube goes down, or when a mic isn't working and it's transmitting? Like as a backup plan.
Well, there's an alert that we get sometimes that if there's silence on the air and we're not here, that we get a text sent to us saying that such and such has detected silence. And I know I do. I'm not sure if Sonar gets another kind of alert that I don't get, but I know I get that sometimes. With YouTube, no, I don't know. Other than the fact that viewers let us know that we're no longer on YouTube, I'm not sure how else that works.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'd like to start a company called Plan B, like implementing backup strategies in businesses, backup plans. I'm sure there's stuff out there already. Everyone's doing everything. It's hard to break out into a new idea of your own, that you could have a dedicated business that not many or any other people are doing it. But anyway, you have a good rest of your day, and take care.
All right, David, you too.
Thanks.
Bye. David checking in. Curious as always. That's okay, though. We'll set him straight if we have to, but, asking a few questions about our people is not a bad thing. It's 8:16 here at WRMN. Did the Chargers end up end up crushing Cincinnati last night, or did I miss something again crazy? Last Sunday night when I went to bed, Houston was killing Detroit 23-7 in the NFL, and only to find out when I woke up the next day that Detroit, in fabulous fashion, came back to win 26-23 over Houston. Last night, when I turned the game off, it was 24-6 Chargers over Cincinnati, and Herbert, the Chargers quarterback, looked excellent last night. That guy can run. I didn't realize he could run like that. If he plays his best football, he's a top-notch quarterback in the NFL. But I say that without asking my phone the final score. Who won the Los Angeles Chargers game last night against the Cincinnati Bengals? 34-27. The Chargers won. So Cincinnati, looks like they must have had a pretty good second half and gave it a good effort, but the Chargers did end up winning. So I don't know why that came to mind, other than the fact that I just thought about Jim Harbaugh for some reason. And I noticed last night, and I didn't watch many Michigan games when Jim Harbaugh was the coach at Michigan the last few years. But Jim Harbaugh was limping last night. Does he have a problem with his knee or his hip or something? I noticed when Harbaugh was walking up and down the sidelines last night, he had a noticeable limp to me. I know he probably took a beating as a quarterback during his NFL career back in the 90s. He got hit quite a bit. I'm not sure if that's a lingering football injury or that's just something he's going through right now. Well, he's turning another team around, I'll tell you that. The Chargers now are 7-3, and Harbaugh, I saw the numbers last night, that every team that he has been the head coach of now 4 in his NFL and college coaching career, he has completely turned around. They showed that graphic last night. His first coaching job was at Stanford, and I think Stanford was like 1-11 the season before he took over at Stanford a long time ago. And then during Harbaugh's days as the coach of Stanford, they were like 29-21. Then his next job was with the San Francisco 49ers, who had gone 6-10 the season before he took over. And in 4 seasons coaching the 49ers, he was 44-19-1. Do I have this in front of me? No, I don't. I can't tell you why. Numbers just stick in my brain. It's some weird magical talent that I have. 44-19-1 as the coach of San Francisco. Then he went to Michigan, and I believe the Wolverines were 5-7 the year before Jim Harbaugh took over at the University of Michigan. Now, my brain's not this good. I can't remember what his record was at Michigan, but obviously won a national championship at Michigan and had an amazing record, and he put Wolverines football back on the map. And 1 year later, Michigan's taken a step down. So the impact that Jim Harbaugh can have on football teams is pretty impressive. Now he's gone to the Chargers, who were mediocre or less than mediocre last year, and the Chargers now are 7-3. The man knows how to coach winning football. Can't take that away from him. Matt Eberflus does not, it appears, and Matt's maybe coaching his final 7 games now with the Chicago Bears, as the Bears lost 20-19. And I was going to just say this about the Bears game. I thought the Bears showed a lot of fight. I thought Caleb Williams and the play calling was better. Getting him free to run some designed running plays by the quarterback instead of just him running for his life was a great move. It helped the Bears move the football some. It helped the offensive line troubles be a little less noticeable. And the Bears should have won that football game. Here's another, and this is easy. This is easy hindsight is 2020 stuff right here. This is armchair quarterbacking, no question. But the one thing I thought Matt Eberflus could have done a little bit better on that final drive is manage the clock and get the team a few yards further down the field. Even the announcer on television was like, what's he doing? What's he doing? The clock ran down to 10 seconds before the Bears called timeout. And then they ran one more play, I guess. Did they run one more play? And then they stopped the clock with 3 seconds left. Yes, they ran one more play, I believe. And Santos was set up for a 46-yard game-winning field goal. I knew something bad was going to happen. Didn't you? Of course, I didn't see it because my antenna went out in that moment. But I was thinking to myself, the same thing the play-by-play guy was, first of all, what are you doing? Why is the clock running down? I get it now, but the Bears had a lot of positive momentum as they moved down the football field there, and I sure think that one more of those designed running plays for Caleb Williams might have gotten the Bears another 5 or 10 yards, and just the idea of kicking a 36-yard field goal is a lot more comfortable for a kicker than kicking a 46-yard field goal, and especially for Cairo Santos. And I say that because Santos never misses under 40 yards, but he doesn't have the biggest leg in the world, so his kicks are a little more flat. He's got to get more thump behind his kicks. He can't kick them as high in the air as certain kickers can. So I think he's more susceptible to having his kicks blocked because he's got to put more foot into it and more thump behind it to get it as far as he wants to get it. If he was at 36 yards, he wouldn't have had to thump it as hard. That's just my feeling. So I still think there was a little bit of bad coaching in there. 8:24 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. But you just knew something was not going to go right. And sure enough, the kick got blocked. And Green Bay won the game 20-19. 8:24 here at WRMN. So yes, I am talking sports a little bit here on the show. If you're not a sports fan, sorry about that. I did want to finish my high school football roundup from earlier this morning. I was talking about Geneva and Batavia moving on to the semifinals. Geneva crushed Downers Grove. They do have a progressive-minded coach, it appears, as they try onside kicks all the time. They have a lot of confidence, I guess, in their defense, and they must really be good at the onside kick. They pulled off an onside kick against Burlington Central in their 42-28 win. It helped give them the momentum to put away Burlington Central in that game, and they tried and succeeded on 2 onside kicks Saturday against Lake Forest. And Geneva actually had the football 3 times before Lake Forest ever got the football because of onside kicks. And Geneva crushed Lake Forest 49-14, so Geneva is still alive. So is Batavia. Batavia went old school on Downers Grove North. They ran the football with the same running back 40 times, and they played good defense, and they defeated Downers Grove by a score of 17-7. So they are still alive. The one story I didn't get to was the other game with Sycamore. Sycamore did not survive. St. Francis shut out Sycamore in Sycamore 10-0. It's the first time that Sycamore has been held scoreless in 5 years when they lost to DeKalb back in 2019, 13-0. So in 5A football, St. Francis will advance to face Nazareth in a rematch of a 39-36 win back in Week 9. And I guess St. Francis and Nazareth have quite a little history of battles going. St. Francis played Nazareth in a 39-36 game just a couple of weeks ago. And last year, Nazareth beat St. Francis in the 5A playoffs 38-31. So some good games between those two teams. Sycamore had their chances. They had chances to score in the second half. 4 different drives ending in St. Francis territory. 3 of those drives at the 25-yard line or closer. And 3 of those drives ended with failed 4th down conversions. They also missed a field goal. So Sycamore had some chances, but couldn't get on the scoreboard, and St. Francis eliminates Sycamore. So here, very locally, hyper-local, as they like to say in this day and age. People like to use that word hyper now, don't they? I'm hyper-focused. Hyper-locally, Geneva and Batavia are the two remaining teams that I guess we can root for here in the Fox River Valley. 827 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. Yes, we're on YouTube. We had 2 earlier issues, but we've been solid for a while now. And Brendan's in. He says, hello, everyone. My name is Brendan, and I am listening. Sorry, the wow button's not working. And I can't explain why. 827. So Brendan's listening, and Brendan has been wanting to hear Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin. And Mayor Mike identified that was the United Airlines song a few days ago, last week, when Brendan requested it here on the show. I have not played it, but since we have a More Music Hour coming next hour, I think this is the best chance to get it in, Brendan. Stay tuned. Next hour, I'll try to play Rhapsody in Blue for you, as you requested it last week here on the show. 828 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. So we've spent a few minutes on sports this time around. I'll get back to some news in the next half hour, maybe talk about the Netflix Friday night experience. Did you try to watch the Tyson fight? Did you watch the girls fight? Oh my God. I thought they were going to kill each other. We can talk about that next half hour too. Like for real, I thought they were going to kill each other. It is 8:29. Let's finish this hour by giving you one more sports-related story since I'm down to my final minute here. Bella Caroli, the polarizing gymnastics coach who turned young women into champions and the United States into an international power in the sport of gymnastics, died at the age of 82 this weekend. No cause of death given. He and his wife Martha trained multiple Olympic gold medalists and world champions in the United States and Romania, including Nadia Comaneci and Mary Lou Retton, the American sensation from the 1984 Olympics. Caroli's methods sometimes came under fire, most of all during the height of the Larry Nassar scandal, when the disgraced former USA gymnastics team doctor was effectively given a life sentence after pleading guilty to sexually assaulting gymnasts and other athletes with his hands. Caroli was kind of blackballed a little bit towards the end of his life, but he died this weekend at the age of 82. It's 8:30 here at WRMN. Happy Monday.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Verizon. The Elgin Police Department announcing that they have a person of interest in custody related to a shooting that occurred in the 400 block of Douglas Avenue earlier this week. There they had found an injured man who was taken to a local hospital. His condition remains unknown. Elgin Police continuing to investigate. 4 members of the Kane County Board saying goodbye after their most recent meeting of the board. Mark DeVos stepping down after 2 decades of service. Mike Kenyon leaving his mark after 18 years. Ron Ford, known for his focus on employment and growth, completing over a decade in his role, and Monica Silva, who has served since 2010, is also moving on from Kane County Board. In Naperville, the Municipal Officers Electoral Board, including Mayor Scott Wehrle, convened to assess objections to nomination petitions for City Council candidates Nag Jaiswal and Fareed Shabazz. The board completing a hearing for Shabazz, ruling 2-1 in favor of the objectors, effectively removing him from the ballot. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at Lowe's.com/MyLowe'sRewards, because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. While leaning over the fence, your neighbors said you could save money bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive. Bad news. Your neighbor leaned over a little too much and broke your fence. Dumb news. Somehow fence wood is more expensive than wood. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and to plant really tall shrubs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
Progressive Insurance presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NFL, the Bears lose their fourth in a row Sunday, falling at home to the Green Bay Packers 20-19. Green Bay blocking a potential game-winning field goal at the end. Chicago dropping to 4-6. Caleb Williams, 231 yards passing. DeAndre Smith and Roshan Johnson each with a rushing touchdown. NBA, the Bulls fell Sunday at home to the Houston Rockets 143-107. Zach LaVine, the only starter in double figures for Chicago, at 15 points. Rockets, they put up 75 in the second half. Chicago has now lost 7 of 9. They're on the road to face Detroit tonight. The Blackhawks hosting the Anaheim Ducks on Tuesday. Chicago back from a 2-game West Coast road trip where they lost to both Seattle and Vancouver and have dropped 4 of their last 5 games. Progressive Insurance, bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Tony Desiri on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Did you know that Wendy's has any size soft drinks for just $1? Yeah, any size, anytime. Like $1 Coke, $1 Sprite, or even $1 strawberry Fanta. Okay, could we maybe switch up the sound effect, please? Because I'm losing it. Wow, no, not that. Any size soft drink for just $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. A la carte only. Not valid in a combo. Exclusions apply.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby. Get with the times.
So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback, I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
With your weather flash for Elgin, I'm Sarah Silver, 1410 WRMN. Today, patchy fog before 9 a.m., then rain showers with cloudy skies and a high near 58. Tonight, a slight chance of rain showers before 9 p.m., then showers and thunderstorms with cloudy skies and a low around 57. Currently, it is 49 with fog. I'm Sarah Silver with your weather flash.
Finding the perfect gifts for everyone on your list takes time, and the holidays can get a little busy. So let Macy's help you get a jump on your shopping with our Black Friday sale happening right now. It's your chance to find the best deals on the best gifts before the holiday rush, like cozy puffers and coats and more of the season's best styles. So get your gifts at Macy's now, and when you're cool, calm, and collected during holiday crunch time, you'll have yourself and Macy's to thank. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
8:35 here on the first shift on this Monday morning. It is the 18th day of November, 1118-2024. 323rd day of this year, the 47th week of the year, and the fourth quarter of the year. And my name is Mark. I'll be with you till 10 o'clock this morning. Then coming up at 10, Matt's got out to lunch for you. Tammy's back in studio today after spending last week doing her show from Nashville. Talk time with Tammy this afternoon from 2 until 4 if you want to join Tam and her friends. And then Apolitical Talk Show later on this afternoon. Sonar, Bendamoni and Boquist, and the boys from Apolitical Talk Show 4 until 6. Tomorrow night, I believe we'll be broadcasting live from the Gail Borden Library at 6:30 for the Bozeum presentation going on. Dino and Matt, I believe, are going to handle that tomorrow night. Wednesday morning on the show, Amber Kubiak from Pingree Grove will join me to talk about Pingree Grove a little bit in the 9 o'clock hour. Elliot Serrano hopefully will join me in the 8 o'clock hour that day. And we'll see what other guests we round up for the week. Mayor Mike has been in the last two Thursdays, but I think he might have some sort of a conflict this week. We'll see. Meanwhile, maybe I'll reach out to our own mayor, Mayor Dave Captain, it might be time for another edition of Captain's Corner. We'll see if he's available this week. It is 8:36, and we're making our way through this Monday, sharing some news stories, sharing some weekend pictures. If you were out and about this weekend, if you're ever out and about during the week or during the weekend, you see something weird or interesting, or maybe you have a flyer about an event coming up that you would like me to share, you can send me a picture of that flyer, or you can, send it to our Image 360 information line at 505-926-1410. That's 505-926-1410. And I get a smattering of pictures on a regular basis. Let's go to the Image 360 information line for a minute right now. And we say good morning to Linda Carter. She checked in first this morning on our Image 360 information line. Linda Carter. Linda Carter, checking in this morning. 8:38 here at WRMN. She sent a pile of prayers to our prayer scoreboard, LC. Looks like she sent 16 prayers in, and she says, welcome back to Monday, everybody. We have 63 prayers on the prayer scoreboard. The prayer scoreboard kind of flying under the radar this morning. Got up to a fast start early, but we had some YouTube issues, and it's derailed the prayer scoreboard a bit. We're at 63. Sensational Shelley checks in. The queen of positivity. I'm sure she's going to be positive today. Let's see what she's got to say. Good morning. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, says the sensational one. What a beautiful day it's going to be. Some wind and warm temperatures and maybe even some rain. Yeah. This morning it's been dry. It's damp. It's damp and dry. Towards the end of the afternoon yesterday, we started to have a little light rain in the Elgin area. And kind of cut the outdoor plans short, but it was almost about to get to dark anyway, I guess, so it wasn't that big a deal. But was able to be out quite a bit this weekend. Earlier yesterday, it was sunny outside for a little while. And that's where I took the one picture that I showed you earlier from the backyard. And you can see, as I show that to you now, we had a little bit of sunshine. You know what else you don't see there? Too many leaves. On the left in that picture on YouTube, at WRMN Radio on YouTube, because the lawnmower did a great job of mulching a lot of those leaves. They also got bagged. They also got burned. We eradicated many, many hundreds and thousands of leaves this weekend from the backyard. And there you see to the far left on that picture on YouTube, at WRMN Radio on YouTube, there's the camper garbage can being used as a leaf can yesterday. There's the big tree in the background there that we love. And I had cut back last week a little bit. And on the far, far left side is a little bit of sunshine. And that's what we had earlier yesterday afternoon before the rain came later in the day. 8:40 here at WRMN on this Monday morning. So there's one picture on the Image 360 information line. Westside Freddy checks in here on the show today. Westside Freddy checking in. Trumpet toots from the west side. Happy rainy Monday, everybody. Stay dry, stay warm, says the west side. Have a great show, Shifters, says Westside Freddy. 8:41 here at WRMN. Thanks for checking in. Westside oftentimes sends me a text message to my cell phone when I'm on my way in the morning, just to say good morning that way. Westside uses all methods. Well, he doesn't use YouTube, but he uses the Image 360 information line, and he still sends me texts via my cell phone at 901-647-1240, and you can too. But if you're going to send me pictures, you can send them to me. But if you want me to use them on the Image 360 information line, which I'd like to, then maybe you can skip past the middleman and send them right to the Image 360 information line at 505-926-1410. David Tees is listening this morning. David listens to the show and participates in a lot of things on a regular basis, and he sent me some golf pictures from the weekend that I'm going to show. They participated in some tournament called the Turkey Shoot this weekend. And yes, in the modern day state of Illinois, we are still able to play golf in the month of November. And so they had a big golf scramble on Saturday. David Tees was out there with his partner. Was it Bradley that was with you, David Tees? And they shot a 76, a two-man team scramble. And there's one of the pictures that David sent me this morning. Here's another one of the pictures. If you're on YouTube at WRMN Radio on YouTube, some golf carts. David's picture is not that wide, so it's not the best YouTube picture, but just gives you an idea of the golf course in November. Our grass at the house is still very green. How about yours? I was doing some push-ups yesterday. I was running through the neighborhood. Oh, I have a couple of other pictures I should send of a couple of animals I took over the weekend. I forgot about that. I may have to send those and show them to you tomorrow. And you can tell me what they are. 8:43, I was running through the neighborhood doing some push-ups, and I thought, man, this grass that I'm doing push-ups on sure feels soft and green for the middle of November. 8:43 here at WRMN. Let's see. The commander has sent me another picture, and he says, join us at the American Legion. See, this is an example of what you can send if you have something going on, right to our Image 360 information line. It's the 2024 Prime Rib Christmas Dinner and Dance over at the American Legion. Tickets are on sale at the bar for $25 a person through November the 30th. The ticket price is $30 from December the 1st through the 7th. There's 100 tickets available, and live music will be provided by DJ Rocco at 7 o'clock, and that's on December the 14th over at the American Legion, and there is the flyer that the commander has sent me. Cocktails at 5:30, a prime rib dinner from 6 until 7, live music from 7 until 10. American Legion continues to do great things and have nice parties and have nice events. And this is coming up on the 14th of December. If you want to go to the American Legion Christmas party, Post 57, 820 North Liberty Street on the east side. 8:44 here at WRMN. I thought Prigga Mortis was about to set in, but John hung up the phone right before I was about to take his call, so we'll have to wait on Prigga Mortis. 8:45 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. We're rolling through some comments on the Image 360 information line. And Blackhawks Brad sent me a word of the day. The word of the day is nothing that I've ever used before in my vocabulary. Abenito. Do you know what that means? Abenito. It means from the beginning. From the beginning. Should I play that song by Emerson, Lake, and Palmer in the next hour? When I play some more music here on the show? I like that song. Maybe I'll play that one as one of my music choices next hour. From the beginning. Abenito is a simple way of saying that. Let's win this day, says Blackhawks Brad. And let's do it from the beginning until the end. The American flag flies, the eagle flies over the fabulous Fox River, and a prayer from BHB this morning. It's our 64th prayer on the prayer scoreboard. I did not write a haiku today, but at least I gave you the word of the day. And there is still another hour, so it could still happen, I guess. 8:46 here at WRMN. Couple phone calls coming in. 847-931-1410. Let's see what's on your mind this morning. And we start with the aforementioned David Tees. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Mark. How you doing?
I'm okay, man. How about you?
Good, good. First thing, you could take my pick 6 paper and throw it right in the garbage. I only got one right.
Really? You only got one?
Oh, yeah. Butch got none right, 0.
Wow.
Bad for him.
I think I was 3-3. I think I might have been 3-3.
Sammy was 3-3. Yeah, I one right. That was it. Just throw it in the garbage. He's worthless.
Which one did you get right?
Oh, Buffalo.
Oh, yeah. Me too. The Bills gave Kansas City their first loss of the year yesterday, and the Bills are 9-2 now.
Yes, they are. But I wanted to take a shout out here really quickly. The West Dundee VFW Firefighters Turkey Raffle is going to be this weekend. I think it is 11/22 and 11/23. They're having a meat raffle, turkey raffle, I guess, there. Starting at 6 p.m. Friday night and 6 p.m. Saturday, I believe. So that's something coming out up here if people want to go do that.
Yeah, Friday night, maybe that's a possibility. I like that VFW. They do a lot of things there.
Yeah, Scott Webb sent me that message about that. He does a lot there, too.
Oh, okay.
And rumor has it, like I heard that Santa's Village Polar Dome is going to be coming back.
So it's going to open this season?
Well, I guess that's the plan. Sammy's going to be starting the plumbing there pretty soon here because they're going to remodel the restaurant, the bar, the rink, and everything else like that, the bathrooms. So everything's going to get all, but everything's going to get all redone and brought up, and they're going to get the ice back on there, and everybody goes skating again.
That'd be cool. Do you ice skate, David?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
My mom's back of the house, she has a big lake back there. I used to play hockey at Santa's Village, and I played hockey in the back there. We put a full-size hockey rink out there, lights, nets, and we played a lot of hockey out back of my mom's house.
Yeah, a lot of people used to play like on local ponds and things like that. We've had the story many times on the show about how people used to play hockey at Lord's Park all the time, but can't do that anymore because the water doesn't freeze over there. And and that seems to be the case with more and more of the ponds around here with all this global warming, David.
Yeah, that's global warming.
Right.
I don't think my mom. Well, see, my mom we can't do it anymore because she's got aerators that go year round to keep the fish alive and stuff like that. So there's always thin ice around the lake too. So I guess our skating seasons are over with there. But we got to keep the fish alive because she got a lot of big fish in her pond over there.
Do you fish in there?
Oh, yeah. Jacob fishes all the time. He catches some big. He nailed a 3-pound bass out of there over the summer and a bunch of 2-pounders and 1-pounder. But he had a 3-pounder, and I think he did have a 4-pounder.
That's cool. Would you? When's the last time you did ice skate?
Oh, 20 years ago.
Yeah. So I guess that leads to my question. Would you do it again?
Yeah, I put skates back on and go out there and do it again. Right. When they had the Polar Dome, they had figure skating, lessons and stuff like that, and they had figure skating shows. My daughter used to do that when she was very young. But I like to hang out there because they had a really cool restaurant, really cool bar into there. They had some good food. I hope they bring it all back like that.
I bet they will. That's good news. Santa's Village has really come a long way in the last couple of years. They've done a lot of different improvements.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad they brought it back, and it's something people could do around here local. It's a local thing to go ride some rides, and kids can pet some animals and have a good time. And I guess this Christmas, we're coming up here pretty soon. They got the Christmas lights show thing. I don't know what it's all about. We'll have to look that up and see what the Christmas lights show that they have going on there.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Well, other than your football picks being lousy, I'm glad you had a good weekend.
Yeah, we took 4th place. We won in Turkey. The elements was rough. It was windy, a little moist, and I got hit by a golf ball. Somebody hit a golf ball onto our green while we were sitting on it.
Really?
So first time I've ever been hit by a golf ball.
Where did it hit you?
Right in the stomach.
Oh, really? On the fly and hit you in the stomach?
Well, it hit the ground and bounced up and ricocheted off my stomach.
Oh, wow. At least it bounced first.
Yeah, at least it bounced first. But, yeah, that's the first time I've ever been hit by a golf ball.
Huh.
All right. Well, you have a good day and stay positive.
All right, buddy. You too. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. David T's checking in. Is he sensing some depression on my part? Telling me to stay positive. I'm positive. Positive. I got the candle burning over here. It's a little bit dreary on a Monday morning, but we're okay. We're okay. I know the weather and the early darkness can be a little bit of an issue this time of the year with some people's mental well-being. But it's interesting, but I've adjusted to it. Last few years, it seemed to bother me a little more than it does now. I think I'm getting to where I'm more accepting of all seasons, even the short season, even the Christmas season, and the cold weather, too. 8:51 here at WRMN. One more phone call coming in right now at 847-931-1410. Good morning. Welcome to the first shift.
Good morning, Mark. Trucker Dennis, how are you, sir?
Hey, Trucker Dennis. I'm okay, man. I hear you're a new member of the American Legion Post 57.
Yes, sir. I hear you. You must have heard that from Mark.
I did.
The commander.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I've been a member of the American Legion for 10 years, and I've never declared my post, and I finally, Veterans Day, I did it. I walked in there, and I say, I got to declare this my post. It's a nice place to be and everything like that. I enjoyed myself that evening and stuff, Queen of Hearts and the food, and, the restaurant was open and stuff. So it was nice, you know what I mean? Everything was good.
Yeah.
Everything was open. So we're talking about golf. I was out Saturday at Chalet Hills up in Cary. What a beautiful place that is.
Wow.
That is one of the beautiful courses that I've been on in this area. I mean, there's a lot of nice-looking courses, but anyway, that one was just beautiful. I had a buddy of mine take me out for my birthday, which was yesterday. I just turned the ripe old age of 68.
Yeah.
Ready to hang it up. I'm going to be hanging it up in April, I think.
You're going to be calling it a life? Oh, you mean you're going to quit working?
You know what? I don't know. I have to see. I'm going to take some time off. Probably take like a month or so and decide if I want to stay part-time where I'm at. I can keep my hand in over at my company here where I'm at now. They'll let me do that, I hope. And we got a couple of guys that do it now. So I haven't made up my mind yet and stuff like that. But yeah, I got to draw a line in the sand somewhere. Otherwise, I'll never get off the horse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as much as I enjoy doing this, it's just one of those things. But it wasn't bad Saturday. It was a little overcast. I think we got sprinkled on momentarily, but the sun finally came out when we got on the back. We had like a 9:30 tee time, and it was pretty overcast most of the time. And by the time we got on the back, the sun had started coming out, and it was pretty decent and stuff like that. And yesterday would have been beautiful. We had an early tee time too. It was warm out. The sun was out early and everything like that. And then on that note, I don't know if that course is closing for the season. I know a lot of them, they're hanging on because of the good weather. But This week doesn't look like. This looks like we're going to hit the change this week. But Villa Olivia, they had their front nine open for like the last couple of weeks. Yesterday was their last day. So they're closed for the season now. And they used to stay open all the time back in the day. Villa Olivia, if it was weather permitting, you could go there and play and stuff like that, but I think they got a lot more money involved in that course now and stuff, so they want to take care of it and give it a chance to recoup itself. So,
right.
But anyway, yeah. So I'll probably go over to the post tonight. I'll probably try to hit up on that Queen of Hearts. It's that thing's up close to $30,000 now and stuff like that. So, 60% payout. That thing's got to be paying, quite a bit. So.
Yeah, 18.4, I believe.
18.4. Okay, very good. Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably stop over there tonight and get a bunch of tickets and throw them in the basket and stuff like that and take a chance and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll see you over there once in a while.
All right. Very good, sir. We'll talk to you. Have a good week.
Yeah, thanks for checking in, man. Take care.
Sure.
Bye. All right, there's Trucker Dennis checking in. New member of the American Legion Post 57. I didn't even know he played golf. Golf goes on forever. But yeah, this weekend it's supposed to be like 40. I guess a diehard golfer might still play, but it's going to be a little soggy and cold. I don't think it's going to rain this weekend, but the different little bouts of rain and snow we get this week combined with overnight temperatures by the end of the week will be in the upper 20s, and then daytime highs only around 40. So got to bundle up this coming weekend if you're going to get out. And certainly it's nothing that the hardy people around here aren't used to. It's just that we're not used to it as much anymore. It's been a while since it's been cold. So cold feels colder when you haven't felt cold in a while, you know what I mean? 8:56 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. Well, we will continue with a few more of your comments. There's some YouTube comments I never got to this morning, and I'll check those as a part of our More Music Hour next hour. Maybe a little more First Shift 411. I'll see what I can scramble up. we never did talk about Friday night and the Netflix experience from Friday. Did you partake in any of that? Watching the Tyson-Jake Paul fight? From a rating standpoint, it was a massive success. It sold out a massive stadium in Texas, and so many people were trying to watch it that it shut down the Netflix stream. Places had it on all over the place because it was on Netflix, but Netflix was so overwhelmed by viewers, upwards of 120 million. But Netflix's numbers are kind of secretive, so they don't know for sure. But so they had occasional streaming issues. And then the fight itself, Mike looked very old. His muscles, his upper body muscles are still very strong. His arms look good, his chest looked good, but man, his legs looked old. And he had trouble moving around, big time. And he also, the little burst of energy that he may have had at the beginning of the fight did not last long. I think he only landed like 19 punches in 8 rounds. And I believe that Jake Paul took it easy on him in the last couple of rounds, just out of respect. I honestly do, even though it doesn't look like Jake Paul would be the most respectful person in the world. I think he showed Mike a little love there in the end when he could have gone after him. And Mike was just trying to make it to the finish line. You could tell when he was walking out for the fight that his legs didn't look very good. So he doesn't need to be fighting anymore. He's making himself some money, and he's wasting yours as a boxing fan. However, those ladies that fought, oh my God. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano thought they were going to kill each other. I was thinking they should have stopped the fight before they killed each other. All right, more Music Hour on the way. We'll check more of your comments, and another hour of the first shift coming up. It's 8:59. Thanks for listening.
Everyone has a community to lean on. A neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. You've talked with your kids and shared clear expectations, but you're not with them every minute. Your community members, friends and relatives, teachers and coaches, faith leaders, and other important adults in your kids' lives can be your eyes, ears, and a supportive influence when you're not around, reinforcing your messages with your kids and alerting you to warning signs of underage drinking or other substance use. So talk with your kids about these issues and involve the members of your community to help keep your kids safe. Because when you talk, they hear you.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 9 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Verizon. 4 members of the Kane County Board saying goodbye after their most recent meeting of the board. Mark DeVos stepping down after 2 decades of service. Mike Kenyon leaving his mark after 18 years. Ron Ford, known for his focus on employment and growth, completing over a decade in his role. And Monica Silva, who has served since 2010, is also moving on from Kane County Board. In Naperville, the Municipal Officers Electoral Board, including Mayor Scott Wehrle, convened to assess objections to nomination petitions for City Council candidates Nag Jaiswal and Farid Shabazz. The board completing a hearing for Shabazz, ruling 2-1 in favor of the objectors, effectively removing him from the ballot. The Elgin Police Department announcing that they have a person of interest in custody related to a shooting that occurred in the 40 block of Douglas Avenue earlier this week. There they had found an injured man who was taken to a local hospital. His condition remains unknown. Elgin Police continuing to investigate. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at Lowes.com/MyLowe'sRewards because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowes.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. While leaning over the fence, your neighbor said you could save money bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive. Bad news. Your neighbor leaned over a little too much and broke your fence. Dumb news. Somehow fence wood is more expensive than wood. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and to plant really tall shrubs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Get ready to run with Dick Pond Athletics in St. Charles, where runners and walkers have found their perfect fit for over 50 years. Whether you're just starting your fitness journey or training for that next big race, we've got everything you need. Since 1969, we've been helping everyone from beginners to world champions solve their foot issues. As America's oldest running and walking shoe store, we carry all the top brands like Hoka, Nike, Brooks, On, Asus, New Balance, and North Face. The gear you trust, the gear that works. But we don't stop at just providing the right gear. Our experienced staff will help you find the perfect fit and teach you how to use it in one of our many free run-walk classes. We're here to keep you moving and healthy with expert advice and personalized service. And don't miss incredible savings in our clearance section, perfect for making your fitness journey even more affordable. Dick Pond Athletics. Let's hit the ground running.
Progressive Insurance presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NFL, the Bears losing to the Packers at Soldier Field 20-19, dropping their fourth straight game. Green Bay blocked a potential game-winning field goal at the end to improve to 7-3. Chicago dropping to 4-6. Caleb Williams threw for 231 yards in the loss. DeAndre Smith and Roschon Johnson each had a rushing touchdown. The Blackhawks will be hosting the Anaheim Ducks on Tuesday night. Hawks back from a two-game trip where they lost both to Seattle and Vancouver. They've dropped 4 of their last 5. NBA Sunday, the Bulls, they lose at home to the Houston Rockets 143-107 as Houston put up 75 points in the second half. Zach LaVine led Chicago with 15 points, the only starter in double figures. Chicago in Detroit tonight will take on the Pistons. They've dropped 7 of their last 9 games. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Tony Desiri on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
I got a line.
He got a line.
She got a line.
We got 4 lines. Cricket Nation. Cue finger guns. Really easy. Super stress-free. Blazing fast games and memes. You'll have a blast. You can get fast 5G across 4 lines. You can get fast 5G across 4 lines. As we discuss, take it from us. We 4R1 Cricket Nation.
And only $25 a line. Welcome to more lines. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile. You're on Cricket.
Cricket 5G requires a compatible device and is not available everywhere. Discount varies by line. Fees may apply. Terms and restrictions apply. See cricketwireless.com for details.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products.
Hi, this is Sue with Newman's Corner Pub in Hampshire, Illinois. Are you looking for the perfect hangout spot? Swing by Newman's Corner Pub right at the corner of 72 and State Street in Hampshire. Enjoy fantastic drinks, live music, and a fun crowd that makes every visit special. Test your luck with our hot slots and our Queen of Hearts drawing every Saturday at 3 p.m. Challenge your friends to darts or pool while you're here. Newman's Corner Pub, where every day feels like a weekend. Visit us at Route 72 and State Street in Hampshire. That's Newman's Corner Pub, your new favorite spot.
Rise and shine, Fox Valley listeners. It's time to kickstart your day with First Shift with Marky B on WRMN 1410 AM. From 6 to 9 a.m., join the chatter that gets you clued in with the latest buzz around town. Don't just sip on your coffee. Let Marky B brew your morning with the perfect mix of news, views, and moves. Dial us in or live stream at WRMN1410.com and make your mornings a whole lot brighter. WRMN 1410 AM. We're the voice of the Valley, and we're here to talk.
Here to talk one more hour, and then Matt's going to talk. as he takes over with Out to Lunch. Matt will be in from 10 until 1 today. Talk time with Tammy later on this afternoon. Listen to the ladies. Listen to the ladies. Listen to them have fun. Listen to them talk about their weekend, and listen to them give some lessons on some things. They have a good show. A lifestyle show, let's say. Talk time with Tammy. Mary, Nancy, Becky are her three main friends that join her on the show on a regular rotating basis. A political talk show later on this afternoon from 4 until 6. Local programming. And we're trying to do more and more of it all the time between live broadcasts and local programming all day long and for several hours every weekend. I was in for a couple of hours on Saturday, running the board, as we say, producing for the Chief Guard of the Republic, Mike Tooman. He and his buddy Paul in. And I think Paul, don't know his last name, starts with a B. But Paul's going to become a regular part of Mike's show on Saturday, so he has things to kick around with, a person to kick some things around with. He would always, if you're a veteran in the area, or there's Veterans Affairs or issues or announcements you want to make related to veterans, please join Mike Tooman, Chief Guard of the Republic, every Saturday noon to 1 here at WRMN. He would like to be more locally involved, and he'd like to get more local information on the show here. He comes in all the way from the Chicago area, closer to the city, to do his show every week. So he may not know too many people right here in the immediate area. So if you want to help Mike out, develop a good show, then please do. It's the Chief Guard of the Republic every Saturday from noon until 1. And then, if you are a guy that leans conservatively and is more Republican than Democrat, then you probably would like the Jeff Michaels Show. Jeff got a good show if you're into that sort of thing and you believe, I guess, along the same lines that Jeff does. And even if you don't, he talks about issues, things going on in politics. It is a local program. Jeff is not in studio. I think he might be sometime early next year. But he's been doing a show out of his studio that he has created for himself at his place. Also, in closer to the city of Chicago. And Jeff also, I guess, travels to Florida. I think he might have a home in Florida and goes down there quite a bit, too. So wherever he is, he can broadcast from. He's pretty technically savvy and does a good job hosting the radio show. And does it every Saturday from 1 until 2. So help Jeff out and call him. Dino did Saturday. I was pushing the buttons here, and I pretty much let Jeff roll. I didn't really try to jump in on his show. I guess I could have talked to him a little bit, but I played my role as producer, and we let Jeff roll on his program, and Dino called and talked to Jeff for about 10 minutes or so in the 1 o'clock hour. It was a good conversation on Saturday. So it's the Jeff Michaels Show, talking about politics nationally, maybe locally in the future, and the Chief Guard of the Republic with Mike Tooman, noon until 1 every Saturday. Mike and Paul here on WRMN, part of our local weekend programming. Sports guys in the morning, throughout the morning hours from 8 until 12. We have Derek and Mike early in the day on Saturdays, and then Marcus Mack has his program from 10 until 12, and he brings on various guests to join him as well. Marcus does a great job covering sports, very knowledgeable in the sports area. Me being, I don't know if you can call me a sports guy or a former sports guy, because I certainly don't have the knowledge that I used to. I don't have the deep passion for following pro and college sports like I used to when I was growing up. I used to know most everything about most everything when it came to sports, and the early part of my broadcasting career was in sports, so I could do play-by-play and all that. And but my general interest, I don't watch all the games that I used to, and so now I can tell when I listen to a guy like Marcus Mack that Marcus does, and those guys do, and they know a lot about sports. So if you want to talk sports, it's Saturday mornings from 8 until noon here on WRMN. And then we have some Saturday night music programming. So listening to that, we have Pure Pure American Country, I believe it's called, is our show Saturday nights from 9 until 11. Then Branson Country USA from 11 until midnight. Court Stevens has a CD showcase. Court comes in live and does his show from 7 until 9 every Saturday night. He's going to do one more show this Saturday night, and then Court's going to take a little break, and we're going to replace Court with some Christmas hours of holiday Christmas music, hosted by all of your friends here at WRMN. Myself, Dino, Matt, Bendemonium, Boquist, Sonar, I imagine, and maybe some of the others that do some programming here on WRMN as well, are all going to put a little Christmas hour of programming together, mixing some of their favorite Christmas songs with maybe some Christmas stories. And that'll be starting the weekend of Thanksgiving from 7 until 9 in the evenings on Saturdays, right here on WRMN through the month of December. And then we'll figure out the January plan after that. Love to be able to announce to you that Court Stevens will be back in January, but we'll see. 9:12 here at WRMN on this Monday morning. All right, so speaking of music, I got some music for you this hour. So why don't we get into a little bit of a song set here. Brendan, who's been on YouTube all morning long, has been dying to hear the United Airlines theme song. And so, hi, Brendan. I'm glad you watched the Bears game yesterday. I'm glad you're listening this morning. And Country Carl says hi to you as well. Country Carl's in this morning on YouTube. He says good morning to all and good morning to Brendan. All is good. Be safe. Live long. Love great. There goes CK. She's been living long and loving great for a long time herself. CK leaving after hanging out for a while this morning. I think she's getting an automatic starter installed in her car today, and Mrs. Boss Man's been driving CK around a bit. She wants the remote start feature, which is kind of nice to have in the wintertime, right? Let the car warm up a little bit before you get in. Trusty Pat's also on YouTube this morning. He says good morning to all shifters. All shifters matter in the eyes of Trusty Pat and in the eyes of Captain Keith, of course. So let's go ahead and play the song that Brendan's been craving to hear. And that's the way we're going to start our song set today. We have this song by George Gershwin, Rhapsody in Blue. I'm sure I will know it once I hear it. So I'm looking forward to hearing it myself. If you have any music requests this hour, send it to me either via the Image 360 information line, 505-926-1410, or you can send it to YouTube as well as WRMN Radio on YouTube. I was looking through my music history, which I've prepared. Music Memories, Madness, and Born on Dates, as I title it when I prepare it every week. Musicians are crazy, you know, and I usually have a couple of crazy music-related stories that I can share with you during the course of the week. Musicians that are having birthdays, I'll play some of their songs in any given week, and other milestones from music history. And so I'm going to play for Brendan, Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin, and then it's the United Airlines theme song, apparently, and then one of the things I have today is from November the 18th of 1971. Memphis blues singer and musician Herman Jr. Parker died at the age of 39 during surgery for a brain tumor. Parker was discovered in 1952 by Ike Turner, who signed him to Modern Records. Parker then signed to Sun Records in 1953. Sun, of course, a great record company known in Memphis, Tennessee. And there's Sun Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. Cool place you can visit and tour when you're ever going down to Memphis. But in 1953 and beyond, Junior Parker produced 3 successful songs, including a song called Feeling Good, which was number 5 on the Billboard R&B charts. I've got that song queued up. It's old school sounding. So I'm going to combine Brendan's request with a Junior Parker song called Feeling Good. It's Junior Parker, curated by Jerry Phillips. And I'll play that for you in a few minutes as well as a part of our first song set of the day. Let me take one phone call before we go to the songs at 847-931-1410. Check in with our friend Genius George. Good morning, George.
I was going to text you, my friend, but I'm driving and I just don't have time to pull over. My song request, and this is a song with a little pop, a little pizzazz, it's uplifting. It'll be a nice balance to Rhapsody in Blue.
Okay.
Chuck E's In Love. Do you know it, Mark?
No.
By Ricky Lee Jones, 1979. It's got a real hip, jazzy rock vibe. It was Ricky Lee Jones won a Grammy that year for Best New Artist, and she's got a very shadowy sort of voice, very expressive, smoky sort of voice.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool vibe. It uses a really hip vernacular, Chuck, and then the letter E, Chuck E's In Love. And she actually had a friend. She was living with someone else at the time, and she had a friend that they called, it was Chuck, and they called him Chuck E, and the song is based on that.
Okay. I'll work that in here in the next little bit.
4 minutes, and if you go to YouTube, it's the top link, and that's the original.
Okay.
And also, Ricky Lee Jones is very attractive. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Well, I'll have to check it out, George.
Her song stylings. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You doing okay?
Doing very well, Mark. How
Good,
about
man.
you? You sound great today.
Yeah, thanks. Just kind of hanging out and having a good time. So,
And enjoying your new, of course, I miss Larry every day, not just the days he would have been on the radio, but the your new assortment of guests. I think it's really working. Elliot, like him a lot, very smart, and the Mayor Mike is just great.
yeah. And they're going to be, and I think we're going to work some more people in, but those are the first two anyway, and I'm glad you like them so far.
Good. Well, reach out for Just Joni. Maybe you could bring her in.
Good idea. You're full of.
Have
you're
you
not.
seen Just Joni?
No, not for a while.
Sort of fallen off the map. I'm a little bit concerned.
Yeah, once in a long while I'll see her, but I haven't for several months now. I don't think since July 4th. I believe she was at the July 4th parade in Elgin, and we saw her along the route that day. But I don't know that I've seen her since that day.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Well, I hope she's doing well.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Nice to hear from you.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Genius George checking in this morning. We'll play a song for him. Chuck E's In Love by Ricky Lee Jones. We also might hear from Bryan Adams this hour. Maybe John Parr. I kind of want to play this John Parr song, St. Elmo's Fire. Remember that song from the 1980s? I think I'm going to work that one in this hour, too. Your comments are always welcome as well. And any news stories that I noticed this hour that I feel are worth sharing, I'll work those into the hour as well. It's 9:19. Let's start with this song that Brendan's been wanting to hear for the last week or so. It's Rhapsody in Blue. It's George Gershwin. It's the United Airlines theme song. It's 9:19 on WRMN. Good morning.
shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
Rhapsody in Blue, George Gershwin. I think you get the idea. It goes on and on and on. It's a 14-minute composition, and that's how I sound when I play the piano in the man cave, which I do quite often.
Whatever.
924 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. So I hope that satisfied your request from a week ago. Brandon, to get us started in our music compilation in this hour. It's 924 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. Now I'm going to play the song that I had mentioned a few minutes ago as well. This is from Junior Parker. It's from the 1950s, a very old school sounding song. It's from Sun Records, and the song is called Feelin' Good. It's a More Music Monday. We're hanging out, having a good time, relaxing, trying to kick in our work week a little bit, and keep it right here on WRMN.
You know, the other day, I was walking down the street. I met a friend of mine, and we stopped and get a little something to eat. When I got to him, I said, "Say, man, look here." He said, "Yeah, Junior, what's happening?" I told him, "Whoa, I feel so good. We're gonna boogie till the break of day." I said, "Look at here." He said, "What is it?" "Well, the old folks boogie and the children too. Don't nobody boogie like me and you. We're gonna boogie. We're gonna boogie till the break of day." Now you know, last night I was laying down. I heard Mama and Papa talking. I heard Papa tell Mama, and then I heard Mama got up and she told Papa. Well, Mama told Papa about something she heard. I said, "Look here, Mama, don't believe a word. We're gonna boogie. We're gonna boogie till the break of day." Oh, now let's boogie. Get it. So then me and my friend went on down the street a little further. And when I got down, I told him, I said, "Look at here." He said, "What?" I said, "I got one more thing to tell you." He said, "What is happening? What's happening?" Whoa! Feel so good. We're gonna boogie till the break of day. I said, "Look, let me tell you this before I go." He said, Where you going?" I said, "I got to go." He said, "What's happening?" "We got an old time boogie and a new one too. Don't nobody boogie like the Blue Flames do. We're gonna boogie. We're gonna boogie till the break of day. You wanna boogie? You wanna boogie? You wanna boogie? You wanna boogie?
You want a boogie? You want a boogie? 928 here at WRMN, feeling good. Junior Parker died on this day in 1971 at the age of 39 years old. Music memories, madness, and born on dates of the lates and greats. Music madness this week. Let's see, because I have about a minute and a half here before we hit the bottom of the hour news break. Let's see what kind of music madness we've run into this week. November the 19th, 2012, 2 farmers were found not guilty of health and safety offenses after a giant hay bale crushed former ELO cellist Mike Edwards to death. How about that? Mike Edwards was killed instantly when a 6-kilogram bale of hay rolled down a field and landed on his van in December of 2010. In March of 2011, an inquest jury returned a verdict of accidental death on Mr. Edwards and a not guilty verdict on 2 farmers. They didn't roll the hay down the hill on purpose. What a story that is, huh? Can you imagine when that actually happened, when that story came out? Did people believe that? What a way to die. Giant hay bale crushed Mike Edwards to death. It rolled down a field and landed on his van. Man, what a buzzkill. It's 9:30 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. That's music madness from the week. More music on the way, including George's request and maybe yours. Keep it right here on the first shift. It's 9:30 on a Monday morning on WRMN. Good morning.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Cruden. Brought to you by Verizon. Thursday, November 21st at the Golden Skillet Family Restaurant, the latest Coffee with a Cop session will take place from 8:30 until 9:30 a.m. at 740 West Chicago Street in Elgin. The city of Elgin has been named one of the top U.S. cities for workforce growth, boasting an impressive 16.08 increase in its working age population. With thoughtful planning, the city aims to sustainably manage this boom to benefit local businesses and maintain its high quality of life, that according to the city of Elgin. A late-night dispute in Elgin on November 13th ended tragically when police discovered a deceased adult male at a residence in the 700 block of Jefferson Avenue. The incident, which police described as isolated, with all involved parties known to each other, prompted an immediate investigation by the Major Investigations Division, authorities assuring that there are no ongoing threat to the community. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Cruden.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at Lowe's.com/MyLowe'sRewards because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. While leaning over the fence, your neighbors said you could save money bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive. Bad news. Your neighbor leaned over a little too much and broke your fence. Dumb news. Somehow fence wood is more expensive than wood. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and to plant really tall shrubs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Progressive Insurance presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NFL, the Bears lose to the Green Bay Packers 20-19 at Soldier Field, suffering their 4th straight loss as the Packers blocked a game-winning kick at the end, improving to 7-3. Bears go to 4-6. Caleb Williams, 231 yards passing in the loss, and DeAndre Smith and Roshan Johnson each had a rushing touchdown. Sunday night in the NBA, the Bulls lose at home to the Houston Rockets 143-107. Houston putting up 75 points in the second half. Zach LaVine had 15 points for the Bulls, the only starter in double figures. Chicago has dropped 7 of their last 9. They head to Detroit to take on the Pistons. College football from Saturday, Illinois beat Michigan State 38-16, improving to 7-3. Fighting Illini got 3 rushing touchdowns from Josh McCray and 2 passing touchdowns from Aiden Altmaier. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Tony Desiri on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
It's Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Get a head start on Black Friday all month long with exclusive deals. Right now, get 25% off select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees just in time for the holidays. And get a free select tool when you buy a select battery or combo kit. So don't wait to save. Shop these deals in-store or online now because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/21 through 11/27 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
With your weather flash for Elgin, I'm Sarah Silver, 1410 WRMN. Today, patchy fog before 9 a.m., then rain showers with cloudy skies. High near 58. Gusty winds up to 25 miles per hour. Tonight, a slight chance of rain showers before 9 p.m., then showers and thunderstorms. Cloudy with a low around 57. Currently, it is 50 degrees and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver with your weather flash.
ABC Wednesday, country music's biggest night, the CMA Awards. Let's party, Nashville! Kicks off with this year's must-see collaboration, Post Malone featuring Chris Stapleton live. With electrifying performances by Lainey Wilson, Shabuzi, Ashley McBride, Luke Bryan, plus Thomas Rhett and Teddy Swims. Woo! Luke Bryan, Peyton Manning, and Lainey Wilson host the CMA Awards live Wednesday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream next day on Hulu.
And we're back with WCK, Comfort Keepers Radio. So, Julianne, what got you interested in Comfort Keepers?
Mom passed. We were concerned about Dad being alone.
And Phil, what's it like to have a caregiver around?
Well, it's great. They help me get ready for the day and drive me wherever I need to go.
And I heard you guys are cooking together, too.
I'm learning.
It's been a huge relief knowing someone's there.
Learn more at comfortkeepers.com.
9:35 here at WRMN. First shift continues. More music hour here on a Monday with me, Marky B. And the Duchess of Douglas just walked by from north to south on your radio dial. It's dreary outside. You heard the Sarah Silver give that weather forecast a moment ago. Let's expound on that a little bit before we get back into our next music set. We'll get weather updates at the bottom of each hour now throughout the day, even in the middle of the night, right here on WRMN. The current National Weather Service forecast that I have says the current temperature here is 53. Winds are out of the east at 10 miles per hour. Showers in the forecast for today, and a high of 58. And 90% chance of rain. Don't know exactly when or where. It may just be kind of scattered throughout the day. 58 for the high. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms, possible 100% chance tonight. Temperature holding steady in the upper 50s, so an unusual night. In late November, if you want to call the 18th or 19th, late November, where the low temperature at night's going to be in the upper 50s. I wonder when that's ever happened before. Low temperature at night on November the 18th and 19th will be 57 degrees. 100% chance of rain and temperatures holding steady. Same for tomorrow. Temperature is going to hold steady in the upper 50s and 50% chance of showers, mainly early. Temperatures will fall, so I guess we'll get a little dry period tomorrow, the rest of the day after the showers end. And temperatures slowly falling, nothing fierce, just down to about 54 by about 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy with a low of 38. Wednesday, a chance of rain showers, and then maybe rain and snow showers later in the evening. Partly sunny on Wednesday, so I guess we'll see a little sunshine too, and a high of 45. So it's going to be one of those weird days where maybe we'll have a little sun, then we'll have some clouds, a little rain, maybe a little snow late in the day. Who knows? But Wednesday night, we're going to have our coldest night yet this season as we get down to about 29. We haven't touched the 20s yet. Still a 40% chance of a snow shower on Wednesday night. Thursday, a chance of a snow shower early, then maybe a little rain-snow mix. Mostly cloudy with a high of 40 on Thursday. For Friday, partly sunny with a high of 42. Saturday, partly sunny and 40. And Sunday, mostly cloudy with a high of 42. So here we go. We're taking the next step down the ladder this weekend, and we'll be in the lower 40s. Even around 40. And currently we are sitting at 53 at 9:38, maybe a light shower around the area depending on where you are. It's not raining here in downtown Elgin at the moment. All right, 9:39. Let's get back into a little more music here. And I want to say good morning to wonderful, wonderful Wilma Cash. She says hi to Brendan. And she also says hi to all of us. Hello and welcome back to a new week together. With me, Marky B, and our first shift friends and the WRMN staff, have a great and blessed day. Says the wonderful one, Wilma Cash, who I was lucky enough to see last week over at Senior Services. And she was there for the Thanksgiving luncheon. What's your favorite song, Wilma? What's your favorite song? Who are your favorite artists from back in your day? It's maybe I can play a song request by Wilma. 9:39 here at WRMN on this Monday morning. Let's play one by George, though. He called in a short time ago, and he requested a song by Ricky Lee Jones. And this song is called Chucky's in Love, like Chuck E. Not Chucky, but Chuck E. is in love. And let's play that song for you right now. I'm not familiar with it. We'll see how it sounds. Request by Genius George. 20 before 10, WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. First of all, producer, if you don't mind, cut the jazz. Thank you. You're welcome. And now, Chucky's in Love. It's Ricky Lee Jones. On the first shift, Monday morning, November the 18th. Good morning.
Turn off the TV and hang that sign on the door when we call and we call. How come say, hey, what can make a boy behave this way? Yeah, well, he learned all of the lines now, and every time he don't stutter when he talks. It's true, it's true. He shows a quiet that's kind of cool and inspired sort of jazz when he walks. Well, this jacket in his old blue jeans. If this ain't healthy, it is some kind of clean. But that means Chucky is in love. Chucky is in love. Love, love, love. Chucky's in love. Chucky is in love. I don't believe what you're saying to me. This is something that I've got to see. Is he here? I look in the pool hall. Well, is he here? I look in the drugstore. Is he here? No, he don't come here no more. Well, I tell you what, I saw him. He was sitting behind us down at the Pentateuch. And whatever it is that he's got up his sleeve, well, I hope it isn't contagious. What's her name? Is that her there? Oh, Christ, I think he's even combed his hair. And is that her? Well, then what's her name? Oh, it's
Yes, sir. Chucky's in Love. That is Ricky Lee Jones. Starting us off in this song set here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube by request from our friend Genius George. I do know that song now that I have heard it. And the voice of Ricky Lee Jones reminds me of the voice of the next artist that I'm going to play, because as soon as I heard her singing the song, it made me think of this song. Not because it's the same type of song, because the female voice, to me, seems similar. What do you think? This is Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians. What I Am. It's 9:45, more Music Hour on a Monday with me, Marky B, on the first shift.
I'm not aware of too many things. I know what I know, if you know what I mean. I'm not aware of too many things. I know what I know, if you know what I mean. Philosophy is the talk on the cereal box. Religion is a smile on a doll. I'm not aware of too many things. I know what I know, if you know what I mean. To do, yeah. Show me the shallow water before I get too deep. What I am is what I am, you what you are, or what? What I am is what I am, you what you are, oh. Oh, I'm not aware of too many things. I know what I know, if you know what I mean. Philosophy is a walk on the slippery rocks. Religion is a light in the fall. I'm not aware of too many things. I know what I know, if you know what I mean. To do, yeah. Show me the shallow water before I get too deep. Show me the shallow water before I get too deep. What I am is what I am, you what you are, or what? What I am is what I am, you what you are, or what? What I am is what I am, you what you are, or what you are. What I am is what I am, you what you are, or what? Ha la la la. I say, I do. Hey, hey,
How about that? That's a good song. That is a good song. I haven't heard that one in a while. It's Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians, not so new anymore. And that song called What I Am, based on her voice, which to me sounded like the voice of the song that George requested before that, which was Ricky Lee Jones. And Chuck E's in Love. It's 9:49 here at WRMN, AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. Good morning to one of our fearless leaders, Dino Delaley, who checks in this morning and says, God morning, FRV, first shift, and Marky B wishing the best to everyone. Have a safe and blessed days. Or day. We'll take it one day at a time. Dino sends a number of prayers to our prayer scoreboard to start us out today. That's a number of prayers if you're keeping score at home. While we're on the female roll here with music, 2 in a row, let's make it 3 in a row. And then I'm going to finish the hour, I think, with the song by John Parr, St. Elmo's Fire. Remember that song from, 1986? Let's see what I have here. For this day in music history, first we're going to have Laura Lynch. She was an American country musician and songwriter and a founding member of the all-woman country music band, the Dixie Chicks. They scored the 1999 United States #1 album, Wide Open Spaces. And by 2020, with 33 million certified albums sold and sales of 27.9 million albums in the United States, the Chicks had become the best-selling all-woman band and best-selling country group. Lynch was born on this date in 1958, Laura Lynch from the Dixie Chicks. She died in a traffic accident last year on the 22nd of December near El Paso, Texas, at the age of 65 years old. So, tragic ending for Laura Lynch's life. But I'm going to play that song by Dixie Chicks, Wide Open Spaces, and then finish with some St. Elmo's Fire. On this date in 1954, John Parr was born. He turned 70 years old. I don't know him too much as a musician except for this song. 1985, United States #1 song, St. Elmo's Fire. So we'll close with those two songs today on our More Music Hour. Matt's got out to lunch coming up in just a few minutes in the next 3 hours from 10 until 1. So keep it here all the time on WRMN, AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. A little country from the Dixie Chicks.
Who doesn't know what I'm talking about? Who's never left home? Who's never struck out to find a dream and a life of their own? A place in the clouds, a foundation of stone. Many precede and many will follow. A young girl's dreams no longer hollow. It takes the shape of a place out west, but what it holds for her As her folks drive away, her dad yells, check the oil. Mom stares out the window and says, I'm leaving my girl. She said it didn't seem like that long ago when she stood there and let her own folks know she needed wide open spaces, room to make big mistakes. She needs new faces. She knows the highest stakes. 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 She knows the highest
Hope you enjoyed show number 221 of the year. 1,178 since we started counting 6 years ago. It's the first shift. Matt's in next with Out to Lunch. This is John Parr.
You don't see the writing on the wall. Passing by, moving straight ahead, you knew it all. But maybe sometime if you feel the pain, you'll find you're all alone. Everything has changed. Play the game. You know you can quit until it's won. Soldier on. Only you can do what must be done. You know in some way you're a lot like me. You're just a prisoner, and you're trying to break free. I can see a new horizon underneath the blazing sky. I'll be where the eagles flying higher and higher. Gonna be a man in motion. All I need is a pair of wheels. Take me where my future's lying. Send down those fire. Burning up. Don't know just how far that I can go. Soon be home. Only just a few miles down the road. I can make it. I know I can. You broke a boy in me, but you won't break the man. I can see a new horizon underneath the blazing sky. I'll be where the eagles flying higher and higher. Gonna be a man in motion. All I need is a pair of wheels. Take me where my future's lying. Send down those fire. I can climb the highest mountain, cross the wildest sea. I can feel St. Elmo's fire burning in me, burning in me. Just once in his life, a man has his time, and my time is now. I'm coming alive. I can hear the music playing, I can see the banners fly. Feel like a man again, I'll hold my head high. Gonna be a
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Counterfeit products are popping up everywhere. Fake sneakers, fake cosmetics, and even fake pills. Crooks are selling counterfeit versions of just about everything. Last year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products were sold in the U.S. Sure, it may seem like saving a few bucks on the things you want isn't a big deal, but counterfeits are usually made in unsafe conditions. potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. And the money you've paid, it goes right into the hands of criminals and may support child labor, drugs, and even gangs. Smells like big crime to me. So if you still think buying fake products is harmless, think again. And remember, if you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart, buy smart. Go for real. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org. This message is brought to you by the United States Patent and Trademark Office and the National Crime Prevention Council.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 10 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Verizon. The Elgin Police Department announcing that they have a person of interest in custody related to a shooting that occurred in the 400 block of Douglas Avenue earlier this week. There they had found an injured man who was taken to a local hospital. His condition remains unknown. Elgin Police continuing to investigate. 4 members of the Kane County Board saying goodbye after their most recent meeting of the board. Mark DeVos stepping down after 2 decades of service. Mike Kenyon leaving his mark after 18 years. Ron Ford, known for his focus on employment and growth, completing over a decade in his role, and Monica Silva, who has served since 2010, is also moving on from Kane County Board. In Naperville, the Municipal Officers Electoral Board, including Mayor Scott Wehrle, convened to assess objections to nomination petitions for City Council candidates Nag Jaiswal and Fareed Shabazz. The board completing a hearing for Shabazz, ruling 2-1 in favor of the objectors, effectively removing him from the ballot. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a My Lowe's Rewards member,